Hello and welcome to the Movie Busters episode 20. Oh, it's 29. I don't have the number right. 49. I was about to say 29. See, I already messed up. This is the best and worst movies of 2024, plus our anticipated movies of 2025.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, I am joined by Rob, aka from Rob's Nightmares. How you doing tonight?
Peace, love, and equality. That's what I'm doing. So.
How about peace, love, and something else?
Poop.
But peace, love, and equality works. Yeah.
Hey, Transformers fan. What's up, man?
Cool.
There's Kenny.
Hey, Kenny.
We got Transformers fan. It's been a while, man.
Transformers fan. Hey, are you making videos still? Like
I know it's been a long time.
I was just wondering if you were still making videos
Kenny.
or anything. Kenny's in the house.
Kenny.
Good to see you too, Kenny.
They killed Kenny.
Oh my God! They killed Kenny.
Yeah.
You bastards! Such a 1997 joke. Timeless though. And of course, I am joined by Thomas, aka HardFriend34, aka Eagles fanboy.
Yep. NFC tomorrow. NFC.
That is
NFC
true.
game.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Washington versus Philadelphia.
Hope Washington wins. He took the bait. Oh, he's taking the bait. He always took the bait. And of course, I am Alex, aka Alex 3.0, aka Dodger fanboy for life.
AKA the Dodgers are allowed to sign anybody. Fuck them.
Because that's how it works. Hey, that's how it works. If you don't like it, get more money.
AKA
boy.
the Chicago Bears suck ass.
Yeah.
And always will suck ass. So.
Rob's the biggest Bears hater. I don't blame you though.
Who likes the fucking Bears?
It's the fans that are annoying.
Well,
That's really
if you live in Illinois,
The noise.
you basically got to represent your team. So,
And then the representatives are usually the loudest ones are usually annoying, so I don't blame you. Hey, look, Thomas finally grew a mustache. Oh, never mind. It's got
hey Kenny, don't apologize. We know.
Don't apologize, Kenny.
You if you
It's
made
all
it
good, man.
that's fine.
It's all good, man. You can just hang out in the chat. There he grew his beard. I'm not even getting words right now today.
What the hell are you saying? Grizzly.
Mustache.
Oh,
He's one of those senseis. You get the sensei mustache. Yeah. So yes, as you can tell in the title, yes, this is for now. We don't know what the future holds. This is our final episode of Movie Busters.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna talk about. We're gonna do like a closing kind of curtain call anyway at the end of the show. But yes, this is not a prank. This is not a joke. This is a final episode. So we decided to end the show, but hey, we might reboot it in like 5 years from now.
Yeah.
well, the thing is, we started the show with just the three of us, and then Dan came in, and Dan became a part of the thing. But his life is so hectic now that he's pretty much done with streaming. There might be a time where he'd be available if something became available, I guess, for him. But he's just so wrapped up in his life. So it's I'm doing stuff with my family too and working and all that stuff. So I think there's so much, I don't know, change going on from when we first started this.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think our lives are all different from it was from 6 years ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
because-
crazy to think it's been that long, dude.
And me, I've been working a full-time job the last almost 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
I have two dogs, because 6 years ago I only had one dog. Now I have two dogs. Well, actually, 6 years ago when we first started doing this, I didn't have any dogs yet. Now
okay.
Now I have two dogs.
But like later on, it became kind of a running joke, the walking the dog.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, there's gonna be a lot of callbacks, Easter eggs tonight. Okay.
A lot of
I didn't write anything down, but I'll try to remember.
Transformers fan,
That's one, walking the dog.
I didn't even know you had a second channel. They removed it without. That sucks.
Yeah, I think I'm subscribed to his chat. I'm pretty sure I am. I just don't.
But he says I'm subscribed to his the Transformers fan, but he said he had a second channel that got deleted.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. His first channel's still active, so that's the one I'm subscribed to. Because I saw like a Transformers video like a month ago or something.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean,
All right. Well, it's good to hear you again, Transformers fan. You seem
Yeah.
one of our most loyal. He's here for the final episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see what else shows up?
I always used to like his videos were his reviews and stuff, and Kenny makes reviews too, so go check out Kenny's channel there.
Mr. Carr Productions.
He's got a lot of videos.
Yeah.
A lot of archives.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's got a lot of movie reviews.
Yeah. So go subscribe to his channel. You want to watch a lot of movie reviews. All right.
Yeah, but really quick. So
Mhm.
those of you out there, even though we say like this is our final episode, just go back and check out some of our past streams. I mean, we have some good ones. We have a lot of horror streams. We got
Yeah, a lot of classic ones.
a lot of classic ones that are full of just jokes and just a lot of funny things that happen, and
Full of the one that comes to mind. Thomas falling off his chair.
There's also one where Rob.
That's
fell
one
off
of our
the chair.
that's one of our
the
biggest
one where
moments. I think.
Thomas made me laugh was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre one.
Really, motherfucker?
That one, yeah.
That one.
Oh man, yeah.
I mean, early on, I remember. I think this was like I forgot which one exactly, but maybe I think it was the Star Wars one. Like I was taking a drink of water, and then Rob said something funny. It made me spit. There's a lot of spit takes in the early on. That's what we were doing. You were just cracking jokes and
Well,
making
you told
each
me
other laugh.
you told me you spit. You don't swallow.
Always spit, never swallow, guys. That's life advice. In my
Good
opinion.
advice.
In my opinion. Yeah. So yeah, definitely yeah. If you want to do like a binge watch of all our streams, I have a playlist in my channel. They're in order.
Yep.
Yeah, from episode 1 to on.
We started out as the Rat Group.
Rat Group. Yep.
Yeah, because there's the three of us: Rob, Alex,
It
Thomas.
stands for Rob, Thomas, or Rob, Alex, and Thomas.
Yeah.
And then Dan showed up, and we were like, "Wait, what do we do now?"
Uh-huh. See, if I'm not sure if I told you guys this. If it was just the three of us the whole time, this whole journey, and if we actually ended up making movies, like that would have been our studio name, Rat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly, I always had that mindset.
makes a lot of sense.
Yes, the Number on Elm Street and Friday 13 ones are classics.
Yeah, the Friday 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street ones were fantastic.
The Friday 13 one, I forgot which one, the Paramount or New Line. That was the one that we got the most
Views.
people in the chat.
Oh, people in the chat.
People in the
yeah.
chat. And
Transformers
one more
fan, you
line.
had over 1,000. That's really cool. Like I still haven't made it over 1K.
Yeah, well, Transformers franchise is pretty big overseas.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Oop, okay. All right. So, since we're barely starting here, and just like always, we always did our worst. Let's get the negative out of the way. Let's get the crap
Yeah.
first out of the way before we get to the good. So yeah, this is our top 5 worst movies of 2024.
You're gonna be kind of surprised with my list, so I'm just gonna say that.
You're gonna be shocked at some of my dishonorable mentions.
Actually, my first 2, I guess you won't be shocked, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Since this is just the three of us, how we started, and we were the Rat Group. We'll start with you, Rob. R. I mean, we usually start with you anyway, so go ahead. Number 5.
Okay, for worst, 2024, number 5 for me is Civil War.
Well, okay. Interesting.
With Kirsten Dunst.
Yes.
I actually never even saw that one.
I saw the trailer and I'm like, this movie looks really freaking cool. Honestly, This movie bored the shit out of me. Like, it was so slow and it just didn't go anywhere, dude. Kirsten Dunst, she was basically wooden the whole time. She didn't, she hardly talked. And when she did, it was just like, oh, like, I tell you what, that movie, I'm really kind of pissed at myself for buying it. It was a blind buy, but I don't know. Maybe some people out there liked it, and that's fine. But the movie didn't go anywhere. It's basically she's a reporter, and she's taking photographs and stuff. And there's like this civil war going on within the country, and she reports on all the violence and stuff. And it is kind of violent here and there, but there's this young reporter who is kind of on her sidekick, I guess, this new the girl who wants to be a reporter, and she keeps like getting in the way and causing problems. And I'm just like, get her the fuck out of here. Like, that's all I kept saying to myself. Like, this girl is causing problems. So I don't know. The ending is really stupid. Really stupid. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on a lot of your points. It was
that's my number 5.
Yeah.
I expected that to be like one of my favorites of 2020.
Did you see it too, Alex?
Yeah, I did. It was one of the biggest disappointments, I think. Considering the premise was interesting, but they don't do much with it. That's the problem.
No, it don't go nowhere.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, it doesn't.
And that girl pissed me off.
Yes, the young reporter you said.
Yeah, I don't want to give anything away, but something happens to a main character, and you're thinking to yourself like, wait a minute, if that person wouldn't have been stupid and did that and listened, then that would have never happened. It just
a lot of the stuff that happened to the main characters, it was the fault of that young girl.
Yeah,
for stupidity. Yeah. It's like they should have brought her along the whole then.
I know.
It's just crazy.
I know.
Yeah, it really felt like, even though it was a theatrical movie, it felt like a Netflix movie, to be honest.
It felt kind of low budget. It almost felt like one of those apocalyptic, like end of the world kind of movies, but it was just about a civil war, but still, like,
right.
It had feel to it.
There was one good scene in the movie, and that was the Jesse Plemons scene.
The scene where they're at the farm, right?
Yeah, the Jesse Plemons scene.
Yeah.
That was the one good
That was pretty good, yeah.
Other than that, pretty mediocre, I think.
Transformers and my worst were Madam Shit.
The Mousetrap, aka Mickey Mouse.
Borderlands. I've never seen Borderlands.
Me neither.
Afraid and Joker for the do.
Oh, okay. A lot of people agree with you, Transformers.
Alex don't like that.
No. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. It's fine. No, that's the majority opinion.
Didn't Eli Roth direct Borderlands?
Yes, he did.
That's weird. That's weird. He's a horror director.
I just heard that like a lot of fans of the video game were pissed off at the movie.
I didn't even play the video game, so I probably won't even care.
Yeah, that's why I didn't bother watching it. Like, I wasn't even familiar with the game anyway. So Rob's number 5, Civil War.
Civil War, yes.
Not Captain America Civil War.
No, that's a good movie.
That's a good one. Not the good one.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
The crappy Civil War.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, on to Thomas. What's your number 5 pick for worst of 2024?
My number 5 worst of 2024 is Trap.
Oh.
The new M. Night Shyamalan movie. I say number 5 because it was not the worst one I saw this year, and there are definitely a lot worse M. Night Shyamalan films, believe me. I just think
there's worse movies this year too.
Yeah, it's number 5 because it was probably the most disappointing film I saw this year because I was really looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah,
me too.
Same here.
Because I actually did not. I thought Knock at the Cabin was pretty decent from the previous.
We all liked it, and we all thought, "Oh, he's back." Every time you would think.
But then again, though, Trap. I wouldn't say Trap was really as big of a drop off as say like Old or
But
Old is worse, I think.
Old is definitely a lot worse. After Earth is definitely a lot worse.
That was pretty close, though.
Whatchamacallit, The Last Airbender is a lot worse.
Yeah, it's not one that's worse, but like it's another one where like.
I mean, let's just say one positive thing about Trap is that Josh Hartnett was fantastic.
Josh
Yes.
Hartnett is the MVP of the whole movie.
Yeah.
He carries that film big time. But it's just like the premise, like it's kind of a cool idea. Like, oh, like this, he's a serial killer, and there's like this whole thing is like a setup, and
They focus too much on M. Night's daughter.
which I did
the
not
pop
care
star.
for.
That's
Yeah, and you
I think
find out it's like
they
the
would
whole-
cut that shit out.
it was more about the concert. I feel like it was less more about. I wanted to see more Josh Hartnett's character, and I didn't really care about the daughter.
Lady Raven. Is that her name?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like a play on. It's like he mixed Taylor Swift with Lady Gaga and all these other pop stars,
Exactly.
but it's Shyamalan's daughter, who's the real singer, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he
That's-
wanted to promote her. Yeah. pretty
Well,
much.
the movie was almost like a promotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. There's like no twist in it. There's like no nothing. It was just like sort of just there.
Kenny says it's gonna be in somebody's worst list. Well, we'll see.
I haven't seen it yet, so
Damn, Rob still hasn't seen it.
yeah.
The
There's-
Happening, I would say, is more hilariously entertaining.
Hmm.
I want to say this. I want to say this before you continue. Yeah, I haven't seen. There's a lot I haven't seen this in 2024. So just putting that out there.
There's a couple I haven't seen.
But Trap was definitely the most disappointing film of 2024. And I tell you, if it was not for Josh Hartnett, this would probably be
Number one for you?
this would probably
No,
be
even no.
a little bit higher.
Okay.
But because of Josh Hartnett, he carries the film big time. It was just really cool to see Josh Hartnett doing a movie again.
Do you like The Visit more than Trap?
Yeah,
Me too.
big time.
Hmm.
Alex.
I don't know, man. It's been so long since I've seen The Visit.
Ah,
I thought the visit was good. But yeah, Trap definitely the most disappointing film of the year, I would say. And just that it's kind of a cool idea, and it's just like it's really this whole concert thing, and it's just like
Yeah.
really? Like that's it. Like they were building up this whole thing like it's like this concert was like a big setup, just to catch this killer, and Josh Hartnett's the killer, and like this whole thing, and it's just like it's more about this concert, and it's like it's put on for and it's like really
Mhm.
like that's really the whole thing, and it's not really more about Josh Hartnett being captured. It's like okay, all right, M. Night.
yeah.
I thought we gave you a lot of
Fuck.
crap at Knock at the Cabin, but
You
goddamn,
fucked
dude.
up again.
You fucked up, M. Night. You fucked it up.
But that is my number 5, Trap.
But okay. But I will say though, when his next movie comes out, we're all gonna be interested again.
I know. It's just how it
They
is.
always have interesting premises.
But I always say, guys, every time the new M Night movie comes out and it looks good, I'm saying, remember,
he's
guys,
gotta
this is
stop-
M Night. This is M Night we're talking about. He could fucking
no,
up.
now you're gonna
writes his
say-
movies, when he writes his films, they suck.
Now you're gonna say, just remember Trap. And
Yeah.
just when his next movie comes out.
Or old.
Yeah, Trap is a perfect title because it was a trap.
Yeah. Trap on
I felt
us.
trapped.
Yeah. Okay, so that was Thomas' number 5 pick. Trap. M Night Shyamalan's Trap.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Yes. Okay. All right. So my number 5 is a movie series. It's part of a movie series that I was enjoying. I kind of like it's guilty pleasures, but this one was bad. It wasn't even fun anymore, and that is Venom 3.
The
Yeah.
Last Dance.
The last. See, I didn't remember. I even forgot the subtitle to it. Just call it Venom 3. The Last Dance. Last Dance.
I don't know what the fuck.
The
that
Last Stand. Yeah. Yeah, it's just the shtick with Eddie Brock and Venom just got tired and old at this point with the third one.
It's
I didn't care.
The next 3 freaking movies.
And I didn't even I didn't care for the subplot where he meets the hippie family.
Yeah.
You know that I was like, oh, this is a waste of time.
You want to know what the problem with these movies? There's no Spider-Man. That's the problem. That's the problem with Craven. That's the problem with this. It's you. They don't. People want to see. They're in the Spider-Man universe. They want to see Spider-Man.
Hmm.
Introduce these characters in Spider-Man. Don't introduce them as their own films. We don't need
Well,
it.
that's what like the ending credits of the second one. It looked like it was gonna go, and then like all of a sudden at the end of No Way Home, like, nah, we don't want like Kevin Feige's like, I don't want Venom. Go. And they redo the ending credit scene from No Way Home. And it doesn't even match up.
It doesn't. No.
It doesn't, which makes no
Nope.
sense. Which is odd. It's so bizarre that they did that. in the
I thought
movie.
this third movie was odd.
Also the subplot with the doctor lady or scientist lady. What she has a backstory. I'm like, I don't care about this woman. That like her brother died and that's why she's doing research on symbiotes or whatever.
Didn't you think the CG kind of looked
yeah
bad in some parts?
Yeah, in some parts it did.
In some parts it did. Like
I did like the army of Venoms at the end, but that was like too little, too late.
by that time, I was already
I
throwing up.
checked out. Yeah, I already checked out the movie, so I was like, eh. And
Well, I mean, Transformers.
Have you guys seen
I haven't seen Craven the Hunter, so I don't
neither
really
have
know.
I. So I haven't seen it either. But you know,
just
then
need to have
Sony announced that they're not going to do any more spin-offs.
Good.
Yeah,
This should be a wake up call.
yeah.
They need if you introduce Morbius in a Spider-Man film, I'll guarantee that would have done better.
This is what I got to say about Venom.
Yeah, okay.
If they introduced Venom in a Spider-Man film, probably would have done better. Don't look at Spider-Man 3, okay? That's a different
Right.
version.
Topher Grace was a better Venom than
But
Tom
no,
Hardy.
he wasn't. No,
Yes,
he
he
wasn't.
was.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he
He
was.
was a scrawny little bitch, dude.
Bernard was
talking
my
about?
favorite character.
Tom
That
Hardy was a
fucking-
joke.
Bernard was a
At least he was jacked up, you know.
Bernard was a savage.
All right,
Harry.
All right, Thomas, you can take Eric Foreman.
Yeah, I'll take Eric Foreman as Venom over Tom Hardy any day.
Tom Hardy's a better actor.
But
Mhm.
Tom Hardy was written poorly in the Venom films.
Craven looked. You know what? I haven't seen Craven, but it actually looked more decent than any of the other shit movies we've gotten. But still, I've heard nothing but bad things about it. So
I mean, well, it does star Aaron Taylor Johnson, so
Fuck you, Ryan Johnson.
Aaron Taylor Johnson. But yeah, that was my number 5 pick, Venom 3.
okay,
Can't say I'm
Um,
surprised.
okay. Well,
Moving on to number 4.
my number 4
Rob.
is your number 5 pick, Venom 3.
Oh wow.
Oh, awesome.
Yep. No, I'm not really going to add anything other than the fact that I think they introduced Null.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that he did nothing.
He's supposed to be this powerful character, but there's nothing really going to be done with him, from what I understand. Because if they're not going to make any of these side movies anymore, then I don't really know what the hell they're going to do. That was pointless, unless they're going to bring him into Avengers Doomsday or something. But
He
it wouldn't really make
literally-
sense at that point.
He literally sat there and did nothing in the entire movie.
Yeah, Venom
So-
3. There was no reason for this movie to be made at all. There was no reason. I think,
Other than just cashing in the Venom series, which it was like a final thing.
and like Tom Hardy, like I like him as an actor. I think he does a good job with whatever he does. But at the same time, I get tired of the one-liners, the jokes. They make it into a damn joke movie, and I think Venom should be dark and scary, and that's what we need from him is I mean, it's okay to joke once in a while, but for fuck's sake, not every other line.
The whole Las Vegas subplot was pointless.
Yeah, that was pretty shitty.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying they need to be masterpieces, Transformers fan. I'm just saying I'm saying Venom is kind of a scary kind of character, and I don't think they've gotten him. I guess the first Venom did okay with it, but like when he's biting people's heads off and stuff and killing people, this should be like
I still enjoy the first one. You have to
the
rewatch.
first one's not bad. It's
Thomas-
not like bad.
Thomas can hate Tom Hardy all he wants, but that movie was fun.
It's not a great movie, but it's the best.
It's
of the
not a
three.
great movie, but it's for what they did. Okay, that's
It's
if
the
they're
best.
going to do something different in the MCU, then we'll see.
I like the fart in the wind joke in the first one. Or sorry, turd in the wind. My bad. You got the line wrong.
Yeah, but that wasn't like a dump. Like he wasn't like hoo hoo. Like he wasn't goofy when he was saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's whatever. That's my number 4. So.
Eyes, lungs, pancreas. So many snacks all the time. All right. So yeah, Rob's number 4 pick was Venom 3.
Yeah.
The last turd in the wind.
Yeah.
All right. Thomas, your number 4 pick.
Number 4 is one that you guys have already mentioned before, and that is Borderlands.
Never
Oh.
seen it. Yeah.
And I'm not even a guy who's played the games, but this could have been like a really fun sort of idea, even if you were not a fan of the games or you never played the games.
It's got a good cast.
Yeah, it's got. I mean,
I've heard they're miscast to whatever the characters.
like, Kevin Hart's completely miscast, Jack Black's completely miscast, and it's crazy. Like you have Kate Blanchett, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
This is right after Jamie Lee Curtis won the Oscar for Everything and Everywhere All at Once for Best Supporting Actress, and now she went from that to a fucking Borderlands movie. Yo, Jamie Lee Curtis, you better fire your fucking agent quick. And the fact that Eli Roth directed this is just even stranger because when you think of Eli Roth, you think of like these gory, like Hostel or like these brutal films, and this has like none of that whatsoever.
Well, it's weird. He did another film with Jack Black called The House with a Clock in Its Walls.
Right. It was like more like a family film.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That film's actually pretty good. Joe the Horror Man actually turned me on to that movie, and I'm like, he turned me on with his nipples.
Yeah.
Shout
out to the horror man.
Yeah, shout out. But no, that movie, I didn't even know it was directed by Eli Roth, and then I was like, wow, this is actually pretty good. And Jack Black. So I'm not really surprised that Jack Black is in Borderlands.
It seems like Eli Roth is trying to make non-horror movies.
Yeah.
Here and there,
Yeah.
To branch out, yeah. But most people like Thanksgiving, so they're saying stick with that.
Thanksgiving 2 coming soon.
Yeah, it's true. Coming out this year. It's supposed to come out this year.
And this is, it's like one of those films where it's real colorful, but it's one of those things where it just felt like a really shitty ripoff of Guardians of the Galaxy.
I've heard that too.
That's basically what it is. It's hell, I would say even Suicide Squad 2016 was better than this.
Damn.
I can't even say that's really a good movie, but at least that was somewhat more entertaining than this. At least
I'm still gonna check it out because
I'm not really interested, to be honest. Because I never even heard of it. Whatever.
It's bloodless. It's bland. It's got an interesting cast of characters, but all of them are just completely like out of their wheelhouse. It's really hard to buy Kevin Hart in a really serious role, like in a badass role, and so with Jack Black, it's just really hard to buy that too. Jamie Lee Curtis, please fire your fucking agent, please. After that shitty way Halloween, and you won an Oscar, and then you're going into a video game movie.
Not a very good one from what we hear.
And it was a huge flop too. I mean,
yeah,
you should just go back to selling her poop yogurt.
You talk about like you know how much of a bomb this was. Like how much?
It was one of the biggest bombs of the year.
Borderlands was?
Yeah, Borderlands.
Yeah, it cost between 110 million to 120 million, and it made worldwide $33 million.
That's because look, they're already setting themselves up for disaster. The higher the budget is, it's just it keeps getting higher and higher with this shit.
Yeah, Captain America 4.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be. I'm sorry that they're setting themselves up there.
You
I don't,
also,
I don't want to get in that tangent right now, but I'll
and
talk
some of
about
the
it.
other cast members, you have Edgar Ramirez, you have Gina Gershon in the film as well.
Yeah, where the hell's she been?
She was in Thanksgiving.
Other than that,
Nowhere.
that was the first time I saw her was in Thanksgiving after like how many years?
Since Face Off, right?
No, I think she did something after Face Off.
Oh no, Killer Joe. She was in that one.
Yeah,
Not the horror man Joe. Matthew McConaughey.
yeah.
Alright, so that's it. for
Yeah.
Borderlands. It sucked.
Yeah, Borderlands is another really shitty video game.
Boring lands, more like.
It's another really shitty video game movie.
Right. Uh-huh.
So that's my number 4.
Okay.
Cool. Eli Roth, you scandal. Anyway, Scoundrel. All right, my number 4 pick is a movie that already been mentioned. M. Night's Trap.
Trappy.
Another Trappy.
Trappy.
Trampoline. Yeah, I agree with Thomas. It was a big disappointment. The premise was kind of unique about, okay, a serial killer is being trapped, in this place, but some bad writing in here. And all of a sudden, M. Night's daughter, the singer, she becomes a main character in the second half of the movie out of nowhere. And then, like, if you've seen the movie, something happens where she sort of saves the day, but not really. And then the movie goes on for another 20 minutes. And there's some like weird, unbelievable things that you can't suspend your disbelief. Like, George Hartnett's character literally teleports in one scene.
You think
Like,
it's
come
over,
on.
You think that it's over when it's not.
Yeah, and it keeps going. It's like,
What the hell's going on here?
yeah, and then these cops, they set up this whole thing, and then they're so stupid at the end. It's like,
Yeah, they are pretty stupid at the end.
yeah, So, and I didn't like the I guess the real twist of the movie where, spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen it, we find out the reason why the cops knew he was gonna be there.
Yeah.
I say, what? Really? Come on now. Yeah, and I agree that George Hartnett was the best thing about the movie. Like, the only good thing, really.
It's just like the writing was fine, and then all of a sudden it's like someone else was writing it, and then all of a sudden it's like you're watching two different things going on.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, but M. Night's daughter, she's a bad actress. She was not good. She was not good, no. I didn't buy that she was like all of a sudden smart and tricking him, and then it's like it was for nothing because he escapes and the movie goes on for another 20 minutes, and she disappears. Like she's not even in the final 20 minutes of the movie. The daughter.
She teleports just like him.
She's like, okay, what was the point other than just promote her music? I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
So another M. Night disappointment.
As it always is a lot of
Well,
times.
not always, but yeah. So yeah, I mean, every time he makes the disappointment, I just post that thing from Billy Madison. You blew it.
I thought it was the Jim Carrey, like, oh, come on.
No, not that one. It's always the Billy Madison. You blew it because he had something good, but now he screwed it up again, just like he did with Old and some of his other movies. All right, so yeah, that's my number 4 pick. M. Night's Trapped our expectations. All right, on to number 3. Rob.
Okay, my number 3 is probably going to shock you. It is Twisters.
Wow, that does shock me.
Yeah,
I did not like Twisters.
Titty twisters.
Titty Twisters, I did not like. Like I'm a huge fan of the first one, like a huge fan. Like I remember seeing it in the theater when it came out, and I love I guess the cast is like the most amazing thing about the first one, other than the effects actually still hold up today. But
I think they do.
This movie, like I felt like there was no danger ever. Like it didn't make, like I didn't feel. You know how in the first movie there was like, okay, they went through all the categories of there was F1, F2, F3, F4, F5. There was all these different kinds of tornadoes. I felt like in this one, there wasn't enough going on. And it almost felt like they were just remaking the first one in a way. to where they had this machine, even though Dorothy, one of the machines was Dorothy on there.
Yeah.
But I just felt like I don't know, like it was the characters were just not interesting. And then what's his name that played? He was kind of a dick. The main guy,
Glenn Powell.
Yeah. I don't know. He was just uninteresting to me, unlikable. And then the main
I
girl,
don't agree.
she was kind of unlikable as well.
I do not agree with that.
You don't agree with what?
That they're unlikable.
Really?
Yeah, I like them.
What's so good about them?
I like them. I like how they kind of learn from each other. He learns a little bit more, take tornadoes more seriously because she lost people in her group in the beginning of the movie, and then she learns to trust him. Kind of open up a bit.
I just think it was bad acting or maybe bad writing for that matter.
No.
Yeah, I didn't like him. But anyway, I thought the movie sucked.
Wow,
So-
I do not agree. I like the movie. I mean, it's not one of the best movies of the year, but I thought I had fun with it.
That's fine.
Thomas, what did you think of Twisters?
I thought it was okay.
Okay.
So
Oh, 'cause you guys love the original so much. That's
Sort of
why.
middle of the road.
The original is good. It still holds up.
The
No, it
original
doesn't.
is awesome.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't hold up.
Loser. Move on.
The characters in the original are terrible. I don't like any of them.
The characters in this
No,
new
the
one-
actors. No, the actors are good in the original. They're good actors.
You
No
know, I gotta
question
say
about it. And the
that.
effects are good. But I didn't like the characters they're playing. Not that they're obnoxious. Especially Philip Seymour Hoffman. God, I can't stand him in that movie, dude.
Oh, he's one of the best characters.
He's
in the-
oh my god. Okay, I'll shut up.
Yeah, but the characters in this new movie, they don't learn nothing from each other because he's still a dick. Even at the end, at the end he decides to be like all of a sudden there's all this destruction. Then he decides, oh my god, I better save her. I better.
Yeah, because he doesn't take the stuff seriously.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying
at
throughout the movie, nothing happens for him to do that. That's my point. Nothing happens that you're in trouble, or I felt they were in trouble until the third act. The third act.
No, in the middle of the movie with the rodeo scene.
That was stupid. The road.
And they save those people in the rodeo.
Oh God.
Right there. They do some good. I also liked how this team, they help people out. The ones that survive the tornado attacks. They're giving free food and free water and all that stuff. I like that. Was that? I can't remember. Was that stuff in the original, or they were just chasing the tornadoes?
No, they helped. They you mean helped the other team?
No. I'm talking about this.
They helped
the team.
people.
The team in the new movie, they were helping like local civilians in the town.
Yeah, remember when they showed up in the first one when the fourth tornado hit at her aunt's town? When they went through, they were helping people and helping the paramedics too. They even helped her get out of her house, Aunt Meg.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, they helped people.
Okay. There's okay. They still annoy me though.
There was a lot of rehashing. I felt like in the new one.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like there was enough.
Not that I didn't feel like it was that much rehashing compared to some of these other movies.
I just said a little. Like
Okay.
It's not. There wasn't enough like tornado action. The whole middle part is just boring as fuck.
I will say though, it was odd. I could tell the mother of the main girl. I felt like they were building up to be Helen Hunt, but it wasn't, because they kind of kept her mysterious throughout the movie, and then they finally showed her like, oh, it's not Helen Hunt.
She wears the same outfit. She's wearing that white
Tank top.
kind of
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kenny. I was also going to say that the dude from Rise of the Beast is the
Anthony
the guy who-
Ramos.
I couldn't remember his name. I had no problem with him. I thought he was good. Whatever. He didn't
I know a
really,
lot of people. He was okay.
he didn't really have that big of a part, but
He was like the sort of the
he
there
was like
a
a friend, and then like
but
he
possible love interest. Is that?
possible, I guess,
Right,
friend zone kind of guy.
Yes, Finn,
Yeah.
pretty much. He was Finn.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, that's all I got.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Thomas. Yeah, Thomas. What's your
Yeah, go ahead, Thomas. Your number
number
three.
3?
My number 3 is actually was mentioned already, and I think it was Alex's number 5 and Rob's number 4. Venom: The Last Dance.
Okay.
Wow. When is the last turd?
The last turd in the wind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically, you guys summed it up best.
Stick got old.
Oh yeah, like it's just like it should have stopped after the first movie there, because I thought Carnage was the. I mean, I still say the worst one was probably Carnage, because that was the one that was just like, why would you make Carnage like PG-13, and it was a waste of Woody Harrelson's time, and I probably say that's still the worst one, considering that's with the Carnage and everything.
Really? Not this one.
Because that one had like the most potential, because like it's Carnage, but then it's like you got to realize that this is still the Tom Hardy universe. It's like it's going to be PG-13, it's going to be neutered, and it's going to be also.
I might have. I might have liked the Carnage one a little bit more than this one.
Oh, my asshole hurts now.
Good. Yeah, so that's what Thomas thinks. Thomas hates Venom so
I
much.
think Venom came out
No.
of your asshole.
Right now, I was gonna say. I think Thomas hates the Venom movie so much that it makes his ass hurt.
Oh my god.
Venom came out your asshole and he said, "Hey, Tommy," like a fart in the wind.
Like a
Yeah,
turd.
that's odd, Transformers fan. That the Venom 3 was the highest rated one.
I don't know how it was the highest
I
rated
think
one.
it was. No, sorry, no, the second one was. My bad. The second one was. Yeah.
Oh, I never rated it, so
I don't know. Yeah.
We never rated them, so I don't know
Yeah.
what the
The fir-
fuck you're
I mean,
talking
the-
about.
I think he's talking about Rotten Tomatoes.
honestly, I think besides us, I don't ever remember seeing that movie on anyone's worst list of the year.
Venom 3.
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw it. Did you?
No, people are putting Borderlands and
Yeah.
I mean, everyone,
Trap and some other ones.
yeah.
So he must be right about it
Some
getting a
people
high
were
score.
putting, a lot of people were putting like Borderlands was on there, Imaginary was on a lot of people's lists. Night Swim was always on a lot of people's lists.
Right.
Things like that. Which those are not on my list. In case you guys are wondering, you're not going to see.
I didn't see Imaginary or Night Swim. So.
I better say I did see those, but you're not going to see them on the list.
Right. Oh, that means you like them.
No, I didn't like him either.
Yeah.
But Venom 3, you guys summed it up best. The shit got old really quick.
Even for me, I didn't like the first two, but
it's a joke, and it's just like it just got tiresome. It got tiresome after the first movie, and I would like no more Venom films, please. No more.
I just want to see there's no reason to have 3. I want to see him with Spider-Man, please. Can we just see him with Spider-Man? It's not hard. Like
we'll see. I mean,
I know, but why does it have to take 3 movies to
this is not even the MCU. So it's.
I
don't
understand
know.
that, but at the end of the last, when he, what?
Well, I said Kevin Feige doesn't even. He doesn't want to be associated with the Sony spin-offs. It seems that way. So.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because the MCU and the Sonyverse are two different things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hurt?
So.
Yeah, but that is my number 3.
Something
Venom.
regardless of some
I have honey.
So.
medicine.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know if they're ever gonna have Venom in the spot. I mean, they might, but I don't know if it's gonna be Tom Hardy's version.
I was say I don't want to see any more Tom Hardy.
Like, I just want to see not only Venom, but like I said, with all these other Spider-Man characters, it's like they're Spider-Man characters. So, okay, put them in a Spider-Man movie. Just be done. Just want to see that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, you might see it in the future, but I really don't think it's gonna have anything to do with these Sony spin-off universes. Yeah. Yeah, but they have references to spiders. Like they have a spider in like background or something. They're trying to kind of
or like a
I don't know what
mural
they're
of Spider-Man or a drawing, or
right.
it's like, oh look, Spider-Man, he's here,
They'll reference like things like the Daily Bugle and
and they bring fucking like Vulture, like Vulture in. Like, if he was,
right. Yeah,
he
he was
appeared at-
Morbius.
yeah.
Yep.
So,
But
yeah.
that is my number 3. Venom: The Last Dance. Venom: The Last Turn in the Wind. And the last part that I just let go.
Yeah, that was your number 3, right?
Yes, you can use the card, Ash.
All right, cool. All right, my number 3. I don't know if you guys seen this movie, but this is one of the worst horror movies in my opinion of the year,
What is it?
and that is Strangers Chapter 1.
Ooh. And that is pretty bad, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm a big fan of the original,
I am as
The
well.
Strangers, and I like Prey at Night, the sequel as well.
Pretty
This-
decent, yeah.
When I heard about this new Strangers trilogy, I had a bad feeling from the beginning because I knew that they were gonna try to not only remake the first one, but try to have more of an explanation on who the strangers are, and I'm not interested in that. And it seems to be that's where they're going with this new trilogy here, or trilogy. Yeah, like everything. It wasn't creepy like the original. The acting wasn't as good, and the characters. A lot of people accuse the original characters being dumb. These characters are way more dumb. Way more dumb.
Well, wait, isn't 2 and 3 supposed to be back to back?
They were all filmed all back to back to back.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I don't know if they ever released. The second one's supposed to come out this year. There's a trailer for it already, and from just seeing that trailer, I'm just like, oh my god, we're gonna know who the strangers are, and we're gonna know their motivation. I mean, there's already in this one in chapter 1, there's already clues that. This is a spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen it. That the whole town's in on this. I was like, that's so uninteresting to me.
Halloween Kills?
Right? No, but imagine if whole Haddonfield were. I don't know, more like Chris and Michael Myers. But instead of a dog, just tiny cult, it's the whole Haddonfield town. It's like, oh, they're the typical. They don't like new people coming in their town, so they set him up, and he's just strange. And then, I mean, come on, man. Yeah. So yeah, not a good start for this new reboot franchise of this series. And I mean, this was directed by Rennie Harlan. I mean, I should not be shocked. This is the second time he's ruined a franchise, in my opinion.
Yeah.
A horror franchise, I should say. And he likes to redo things that have been done. Die Hard 2. I don't hate Hard. I like Die Hard 2, but that repeats a lot from Die Hard 1. It wasn't as good. But yeah, Strangers Chapter 1, bad movie.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Sums it up there.
I know, yeah. And it felt so tame too. Like it has the exact same ending, but it didn't feel as disturbing and powerful to me. So, yeah. I mean, it's just done to set up the sequels here. Yeah, and it has an after credit scene. That's the exact same ending as the kind of like as Prey at Night in a hospital. It's like, oh god, you guys are taking shit from the second one too. Get the fuck out of here, Rennie Harlan. Yeah. So yeah, that was my number 3, Strangers Chapter 1. Not a good start.
Sums it up there perfectly.
Yeah. Okay. So on to number 2.
Numero dos.
Okay, my number 2 should be no surprise. It is Night Swim.
Ah.
Here's the thing. I found this movie for like 99 cents at Goodwill, and I'm like, okay, let me just see what it's all about. And
What is it about?
it's about this backyard swimming pool that is haunted by like this entity.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty
That's
much
it?
all you need to know.
Then don't go in the pool.
Let me just say the worst part of this is that
Yeah, go ahead.
it's produced by James Wan, and he's like one of my favorite horror directors. And I just cannot believe he was like even attached to this project because this movie is just it's so lame. It is. The concept is even retarded. I just think a haunted pool is just fucking stupid to me. I mean, that's just like saying like, oh, like my garage or like let's say like, oh, my swing set's haunted. You know, it's like
your storage.
yeah. I mean, it's a haunted house is your typical.
It's
That's
different,
like
yeah.
your typical ghost film. I mean, we all know
Right.
haunted houses, but a haunted pool is
I thought it was a shark in the pool, but it's not. It's supernatural.
no.
Obviously
It's
supernatural,
like how they describe it as like a malevolent entity that's haunting the pool. But
I mean, I have a question though. Like, does the pool draw people in, and that's why they're stupid and go in the first place?
no,
Okay, they just go in.
I forget. Like, there's just one scene. This dude, I forgot. His name's Ray, I think. He decides to like when he purchased the house for the swimming pool because he has like what do they call that? Multiple sclerosis. Blah. I can't talk.
Multiple sclerosis.
Multiple sclerosis. Yes.
Yes, yeah. Okay.
So that's why he gets the place for the pool so he can like exercise in it or whatever or go in it. But yeah, like there's it's just you just need to watch it for yourself, honestly, because I think like I don't know. I don't want to say anything
Is
because
that Netflix? Is that in these choosers?
that I don't know. Honestly, I wouldn't have bought this film if it wasn't 99 cents.
Okay. Oh, at least you got it for cheap. Huh?
I think you can actually. Can you watch? I think you can watch it for free on YouTube. I think.
Okay. I
I
might
thought
check
it was
it
for
out.
free on YouTube.
I might check it out.
Anyway, but like this dude, he spends his time in the pool for like his therapy, so his illness can go into like, what do you call that? Like remission or whatever.
Yeah.
But they get attacked by something in the pool, and it's like I said, it's like this.
It works better as a short story than
It's like, it's like this malevolent entity that's just causing chaos in it. But yeah, that's I don't know. I guess it was once part. I guess the pool was once part of this like ancient thing. There's a little bit of I don't want to say there's like a major backstory, but there's a little bit of a hint of something. So, oh,
That's okay. That's good that you mentioned that, Thomas. That it should have been better short film. That reminded me of a movie I forgot to write on my not this one, a different movie on my dishonorable mentions. Thank you.
what movie?
No, I'll mention it when we get to dishonorable mentions. It's a different movie. That should have been a short film instead of a full film. But yeah,
Oh, okay.
Night Swim, No Bueno.
Yeah, like Blumhouse, like yeah, it's weird that
Yeah, but Holmes makes a lot of crap.
they haven't made everything good, but I'm just saying like it's weird to have them attached to this. The idea was just so strange to me. Like
Yeah, I mean, I guess they need.
I said, it's like what if you had like a haunted swing set or something? It's like a pool is just
Drain the pool.
it's just kind of stupid.
I know, yeah, it is. It
It's
just
like a
sounds
bathtub. Like, oh, my bathtub's haunted.
Yeah, drain it and replace it. I don't know.
I actually Transformers fan. I actually like Five Nights at Freddy's. I did play the game, so I was kind of used to it. But I really liked Matthew Lillard in that movie. It was really nice to see him return to form, if you know what I mean. And
Stu,
Josh Hutcherson was actually good too.
Yeah, I mean, he was playing. Matthew Lillard was pretty much playing Stu, but older.
I haven't seen Imaginary. That's one I haven't seen.
The one with the teddy bear?
Yeah.
Okay, me neither. All right.
Anyway, so yeah, that's my number 2. I don't want to rant on about it, but because everything's already been said if you watch everyone's reviews.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably eventually watch this sometime down the road.
Just-
if it's on free for Netflix or something or another.
I thought it was on YouTube. I could be wrong. I thought it was on.
I'll look it up maybe one day. But okay, all right. Rob's number 2 pick was Night Swim. Don't go
Yes.
swimming at night, people.
Don't go in a pool
Yeah, at night. Don't skinny dip. Okay.
anytime.
All right, Thomas, your number 2 pick.
Let's see. My number 2. Let me just get my list
Of
here.
the worst.
Number 2, pretty self-explanatory one, but Madam Web.
Oh yeah, it's the first Madam Web name drop. Other than Transformers said in the chat. Transformers said it in the chat.
I want to say that's my number 1.
Oh, don't give it away already.
Well, I mean, it's
We're still on number 2 here.
already being talked about. So
All right.
Yeah, number 2. Just hold on one second. You talk about just like one of the most poorly.
Why are you sexist?
I just don't like shitty ass movies.
You knew that was coming.
pretty fucking shitty.
Yeah,
And
to
let me
say the
watch-
least.
And I'm sorry,
Dakota Johnson.
Dakota Johnson. I don't know why.
50 Shades of
For
Grey.
some reason, I kept thinking of like "Don't Worry, Darling" or something like that. That was like fresh in my
That's
mind.
They
That's
should have
a-
been spanked in this movie.
I mean,
50 Shades of Madam Web.
Yeah.
and everyone everyone knew this was shit going in, but they just had to release it anyway. And sure enough, it was a big flop. I mean, what more can you say about fucking Madam Web that hasn't been said before? Like, it's atrociously bad.
She's supposed to be older.
Exactly.
Dakota Johnson's beautiful, and here we have like all the other girls are hot too. In these, I'm not saying they're not hot like in their outfits and everything, but they're in their outfits for like what 2 minutes.
Not even.
Not even 2
like
minutes.
barely a
You're
minute.
lucky if it's 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But my
She
God.
seemed like she didn't want to be there.
It seemed like everybody in that film did not want to be there.
That's
They-
true.
They all seemed like they wanted to, just get the day over with as fast as possible, and then boom, here we go. This is when the movie comes out.
Well, Madam Web is such a complex character. It's like they had balls trying to make this movie. You know,
Oh yeah. You know what though? Kenny makes a good point here about the started big country because of the comment. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. More people remember about the movie is the fact that Chris Stuckman made a video about how he wasn't going to review it.
and that's only because, but that's because he's starting to be a film director himself, and it's
People
like,
remember that video more than the actual film. It's just crazy.
I mean, just that's the thing. It's like just be truthful. Just say what you think about it. I mean, it's a bad movie.
Right.
That's it.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah, so
everyone in the damn world pretty much knows that now.
Yeah.
I mean, what more can we say? I mean, you've heard all the things about how bad Madam Web is. I mean, what more can you say that hasn't been explained already?
I don't think I've heard anyone say they liked it.
I've never met one person in my lifetime that has said they like
No.
Madam Web.
Well, I don't know. Have you heard that there's a cult following? Not just kidding. No.
But that is my number 2.
It's bad.
Madam Web.
If Sydney Sweeney would have shown her boobs, I think it would have been better.
But yeah,
Yep.
Madam Web, number 2.
Boobies.
Uh-huh.
Boobies.
Madam Boobs. All right.
Madam boobs.
On to our number 1. I'm sorry. No. I haven't even said my number 2 yet.
You're number
Okay.
2.
My number 2. Okay. I don't think many people saw this movie. It was an A24 film. And usually they make some interesting good movies, but this one was bad. This was the worst. I guess you consider this horror. This was the worst. If you consider this horror, this is the worst horror movie of the year.
I think I might know what it might be.
What's your guess?
Is it the one that had Brandy in it?
Yes.
Yeah, what's that called?
The front room.
The Front Room, yeah.
That's a what was that on? I don't even.
It was on, it came out in theaters, but it didn't.
It was A24.
It's a 24
Oh,
movie. Yeah,
is that where she's trying to protect somebody or somebody's?
it's pretty much her and her husband. They have a baby coming the way, but at the same time, the guy's dad just passes
Yeah.
away, and then his stepmom has to move in with him.
Move in, yes, okay.
And she's
I
pretty
know
much, she's pretty much just an old racist lady
Mm-hmm.
that shits
Yep.
a lot and pisses a lot and farts. And that's like 60-70% of the movie, dude. I'm not even fucking exaggerating.
Well, we all fart, so.
But you say no, but I'm saying like it's just a montage of shitting and pissing and toilet. Oh God,
That was
Toilet
me
flushing.
last night.
Right. But no one wants to see that for 70% of a movie.
Well, don't eat Taco Bell.
Right. And yeah.
Stay away
and-
from that garbage.
Uh-huh. And like and the husband is like one of these like fucking I don't know.
What's better, movie 43 or that movie? You have to think about it.
No,
That's pretty sad.
No, this is still this is better. This is better. But there's not that many movies that are worse than movie 43.
Well,
But yeah, this is man, and it's like it felt like it wanted to be a black comedy, but I didn't know. It really didn't know what it wanted to be tone
I'm
wise.
gonna go grab a drink, guys. I'll be right back.
All right, yeah.
was it even a comedy anyway? Like it?
It seemed like it wanted to be, but I wasn't laughing. So, I like the tone was all over the place. Yeah, and I could feel like okay, there are parts there it makes you feel like it is like one of those like artsy A24 films, but the premise, what's going on in the film was so stupid. So, I don't know. I mean, it was bad, and I like Brandy, but like, she was not good in this movie. But then again,
I'm not a fan of her in movies, but
and then again, the material was bad, so it was like, it's not like she seemed good.
I thought she was a bitch, and I know what you did last summer.
I still know what she
Yeah, I
did.
still whatever.
I like her, and I still know what she does.
She was bitchy. She kept trying to make Julie do stuff. It's like, leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, but she did because she didn't know about the truth about Ben Willis.
Oh, she was just pushy.
Yeah, well, I like.
She made Mekhi Phifer. All he wanted to do is have fun with her, and she kept being like, "Oh no, like
We gotta keep Julie happy.
Yeah,
Wait,
Poor
what?
guy.
There's always somebody cock blocking.
you're always cock blocking everybody.
Mekhi Phifer, and I still.
There's a lot of cock blockers out
They're
there.
talking about Brandy.
Yeah, we're talking about cock blocking.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's just like it was a stupid movie. That Front Room.
Scary movie's great. Yeah,
Oh yeah, there's gonna be Scary Movie 6 with the Wayans brothers coming back.
that'll be interesting. I wonder if
Yep.
it'll.
You didn't know this, Thomas? You didn't know this?
No, I thought Scary Movie 5. I thought Scary Movie 5 was the death of it.
No. The Wayans not only are
Yeah,
coming back,
it was the death of
Yeah,
it. I
but-
think that's why they're coming back.
but not only are they coming back, they actually, I think they have some control over it this time.
I think they have Anna Faris again, don't they?
She hasn't been announced, but I'm pretty sure she will come back.
Do they have Regina King back? Or
Regina Hall.
Regina Hall.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna come back. I mean, the only thing we know so far is the Wayans brothers are right.
Can we please bring back James Woods as Father McFeely?
I doubt James Woods is gonna come back, dude.
Yeah, we'll see if they still got it though. I mean, it's been since Scary Movie 2. So
Right.
Transformers fans said they will have the original cast back.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they will, but I don't expect James Woods to come back in a movie anytime soon.
we'll
Okay.
see. We'll see if they can still make it good. Because
I'd be kind of.
I mean, Marlon Wayne seems very excited about it, so
I'm
the
kind
thing-
of curious to see what they're going to be doing. Like,
dude, they can keep making scary movies. You think about it. There's
Yeah.
so many horror movies they can make fun of.
oh yeah.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure they're gonna spoof Scream 5 and 6 like as the main thing, but I'm
Get
pretty
Out
sure
probably maybe.
they're gonna. I mean, there's gonna like they could spoof Jordan Peele films, Terrifier, and all that stuff.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Quiet Place.
They could also spoof Speak No Evil, maybe.
Maybe. I mean, I'm just thinking.
Night-
like,
Night
big horror.
Swim.
Nice.
Oh, I tell you what, I'd be kind of curious if they'll do like a parody of Abigail, probably,
Or Megan.
or Megan. Yeah.
We'll see.
have you seen, like,
The Halloween trilogy.
oh,
maybe.
yeah.
If they
With,
want to stick to slashers,
Yeah, I like
Might-
white chicks. I thought
Matt
white chicks.
Thursday, they try to do like a
I
very
didn't.
very funny parody version of Corey from Halloween Ends,
Right. Yeah. We'll see.
and actually like make it like a Twilight movie.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's
That'd be really
there's
fun.
way more horror movies coming out than there were back when they made the original scary movie. So they have a
Yeah,
lot of material to work
basically.
with.
Well,
Yeah,
it
I'm
wasn't
sure.
it in Scary Movie 3 they were making fun of 8 Mile?
Yeah,
That'd make sense. It's not a scary
because it was
movie.
just a
Yeah.
popular movie.
The
Yeah,
Scary
that's
Movie
what-
3 that was
Did-
more like what The Ring and
8 Mile.
Mile. There was also
Signs, I think, right? Or is that
Signs.
Yes, no, that was Signs. Those are the two big ones.
I feel like
Signs
The
and
Grudge
The
was
Ring.
a part of that too.
No, that was Scary Movie 4.
Mm.
Because The Grudge came out after Scary Movie 3. So.
I,
All right,
laughed, I laughed once in Scary Movie 3, I will admit.
I like Scary Movie 3 okay, but it just doesn't hold the candle to the first one.
No, and especially I love the second one too.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was mine. Yeah, we got a lot, we got off track. Yeah, that was my number 2, The Front Room with Brandy.
I'm about to say, like, I had a pretty good guess when you said it was an A24 film. Like, when you said A24, I'm like, I couldn't remember the name, but I'm like, is it the one that had Brandy in it?
Yeah.
And you just were like, damn it, he got me.
Yeah, dude, and the husband in that movie, it's like, oh my god, he's such a pussy. Like,
Yeah.
there's a part where they already had Brandy already had her baby, and then the baby has like bite marks in her arm. I think it was a baby girl. She has bite marks in her arm, and the husband goes like, he tells Brandy, did you do this? I'm like, why the fuck would you ask her? It's your old stepmom who's been crazy the whole time. She's the one that bit her, of course. Why would you think it's your wife Brandy? It's so fucking stupid. So yeah, that was my number 2 of The Front Room. Bad movie. It's streaming on HBO Max if you're interested. Or Max, just Max. I keep forgetting it's not HBO Max anymore. It's just Max. All right, so yeah, on to our number 1 of these crappy movies.
Number 1.
Okay, go ahead, Rob. You already spoiled it, but go ahead. You can talk about it.
Nothing really more to say about fucking Madam Cuntweb.
That's your number 1.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob. Rob. That's
What?
also my That's also my number 1.
Is it really?
Yes. Yes, it is.
I couldn't think of a movie the worse than that. I really couldn't.
Yeah, same here.
Like I said, I haven't seen
Whoa.
Imaginary. I haven't seen.
Before we let Thomas go next, he thought of something because he already picked Madam Web as number 2. So I'm curious, but because I want to read on Madam Web. I've been sort of like kind of like setting that up all year because every time we were talking about other stuff, and I mentioned Madam Web, like yeah, that's what we was talking.
The movie kind of reminds me of like a Final Destination mixed with.
That's what he said when the trailer came out. Remember?
It does though, because she's having like premonitions.
More like Final Destination 4, and that quality of bad.
Maybe it's connected. It's in the same universe.
Yeah.
It's actually Madam Web doing everything. So
Yeah, she's death.
yeah, Tony Todd's trying to warn us.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like the movie's just all over the place, and she's so Dakota Johnson is so wooden in the movie. Like she's so like she just has no emotions with stuff going on. Okay, if she has a premonition, oh my god, you better do something. But she's not all alert, like oh you need to do this. She just is very like you know, like she don't care. That's what I got from her basically. Okay.
Like she's starting to be like snarky and sarcastic, but it just comes off as bland.
But
Yeah, I don't know. They definitely changed like the origin story, and then they bring in Spider Woman and
The oranges.
The Spider Chicks.
the Spider Chicks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty much they are.
which I don't mind. I don't mind having them in like whatever movie, but it's like, come on, at least give us
Yes.
some
He's right.
to where we maybe some exposition where we care about these characters. I just didn't care, honestly.
Transformers fan is right. It was a Pepsi sponsor. You want to know why? Because the way the villain dies, he dies with a Pepsi sign, the giant P for Pepsi, kills him in the movie.
The villain was almost like an evil Spider-Man.
Yeah, he crawled. He had a suit and he crawled.
And
Like
when
a
I
spider?
first saw him, I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. Like, this could be kind of cool.
Oh, the suit?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when I first saw him, he first appears and he does this thing. I'm like, this could be cool. But then, yeah. I don't have anything.
Okay, I have a lot actually. Because this is also my number one. Yeah, dude, the bad guy, 90% of his dialogue is dubbed, and it's so bad. It's so noticeable.
Not just him, not just him. The dialogue in the whole damn movie's bad.
I know, but like I'm not talking about the dialogue he says is bad. No, it is bad, but his voice is dubbed. And you can tell, and it sounds so horrible. It's so distracting.
Like when he has his mask off. Like
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I couldn't believe like I heard about that before I saw the movie. I was like, is it really that bad? And I was like, oh my god, yes it is. It's that bad. I can't believe they actually did that. The whole movie's like that.
Yes. Yes.
I'm watching it.
Transformers fan is.
Yes, that's true. I remember
forgot
that.
About that.
I
Yeah.
noticed that when I saw it.
He
Why?
sees the car being thrown at it, instead of dodging it, he lets it.
He literally. Not only does he let the car hit him, he literally. It looks like he jumped
Jumps
in front of it. Yes, that doesn't make any sense.
And on purpose.
That's just bizarre. You know.
It's.
And the beginning, where you see Madam Web, her mom, she's pregnant with her. Why,
Yeah.
why is she in the Amazon, whatever? And then you have these like Spider-Man tribe in the woods, like save.
Yeah.
What? What is going on here? Yeah.
Like, I don't know Madam Web's full like origin, but I'm pretty sure none of this shit happens.
Right, and like you said, she's supposed to be old.
Yeah, like again, Madam Web is such a cosmic character. Like when you remember her in the 90s cartoon?
Yeah.
She was so cosmic, like she's so mysterious.
Mm-hmm.
And like here, I just feel like what they did to explain her origin a little bit, and like maybe a little bit of her powers, just didn't make any sense to me.
And all this half-assed Spider-Man references really annoyed me. Like you have like you have Uncle Ben in this movie, like a young version of Uncle Ben before he's an uncle, because Peter Parker hasn't been born yet.
Yeah,
and there's a scene in the beginning where he tells Dakota Johnson, he's like, "Oh, I've been seeing somebody." It's like, "What's her name?" He doesn't say the name. We all know he's talking about Aunt May.
Yeah.
And then she says, "Oh, she must be a special lady." Like,
well, wait,
what is with these? And then again at the baby shower scene,
they mention Peter too, don't they? Don't they mention the word Peter?
No, they don't, because
I thought they did. There was. I thought.
No. The baby shower scene where they're trying to guess like what they're gonna name the baby, and we know it's Peter Parker. But before she says it, that balloon pops, and it's like they don't say it. It's like, what is with these references that they don't?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I thought they said it. Okay.
And then they also did the whole great power comes with great responsibility, but they twist the words. That was so stupid, dude. That's what I mean.
Somehow.
It's like they say like with responsibility, great power comes later, or some shit like that. It's like, what?
Yeah, like it doesn't mean the same thing.
Yeah, and I don't know why they decided to have this movie take place in 2003. Like, which Spider-Man is this connected to anyway? Is it connected to the Tom Holland one? I doubt it.
No, it wouldn't be.
Like they couldn't decide which one they wanted to connect it with.
If anything, it'd be connected to Tobey Maguire.
Well, I don't see how, because like he's already Spider-Man by
That's
year
true,
2003.
but-
Yeah, same with
but-
Garfield.
Yeah,
Like, it wouldn't make sense. He's literally born in 2003. This Peter Parker.
true.
Yeah, so
It's in a multiverse situation.
it doesn't make any sense. Like they clearly
Yeah.
didn't know what they were doing. And it has, you remember the Fantastic final line, or final scene of that movie? That was so bad.
Yeah,
Like this, this tops it. The whole ending where she says, "Oh, what the best thing about the future is? It hasn't happened yet." I'm like, oh my god, who the fuck wrote that line?
yeah. The way she says it too is
So bad. Man.
cringeworthy.
The whole movie, I was just sitting there baffled, like, why the fuck would they release this movie? Like,
I didn't think it was going to be that bad because I didn't see it until
Neither.
I didn't see it until after everyone was
saying it was bad.
basically destroying it online,
Yeah,
and I'm like, is it really that bad? But yeah,
I thought the same thing too.
yeah, it's pretty.
Same thing. Yeah, I saw it. And I was like, oh my god, it is that bad.
Like
It
I was
is
going through my
that
list. I'm like,
bad.
dude, there is not one movie that I can put above this.
Yeah, same here.
I
mean,
wanted to, but
I mean, usually movies like this that takes place like in the past, they have some like kind of cool retro songs. Even that didn't win me over, you know. And I knew they wanted to have this movie take place in the 90s because like half of the old songs there in the movie are from the 90s. They're not even from early 2000s. Half of them are, half of them are not,
yeah.
which is bizarre. It's just, oh my god. And Transformers fan already said about the Pepsi product. I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. So yeah, Madame Web is mine and Rob's pick for number 1. It was that bad.
Yeah.
So, Thomas, what's your number 1 worst movie of 2024?
Number 1 and number 2 are kind of like a flip flop for me, back and forth. But ultimately, Madam Web landed at number 2, and this landed at number 1, and that is The Crow.
Oh wow! See, I haven't even seen that movie, so I can't.
Good
Be
for
honest.
you.
I saw pretty much the whole thing online.
Mhm.
I didn't think it was terrible, but it wasn't a good movie.
Oh, it was terrible.
Okay,
It's a different take. Let's just say that.
I'm not gonna see it.
There's a
To be
reason
honest.
why when you watch it that you realize like there's a reason why this had trouble getting made so many times.
Oh my god, the history behind this movie.
I think the only cool thing about the movie is the kills.
It has some good gore.
Yeah.
It has
some
some good
trouble.
kills. Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
Bill
about it.
Skarsgård he ain't no Brandon Lee.
No one will ever be Brandon Lee.
I mean, and I know like you guys heard the stories about like it was gonna be
It was gonna be. Yeah.
it,
Yeah, this movie was in development hell for like
it was gonna be
over a
Jason
decade.
Momoa, then it was Bradley Cooper, and
There's so
that
many
wasn't gonna happen.
Luke
But
Evans was attached to one point.
Luke Evans,
Yeah.
and then ultimately, and honestly, I mean, Bill Skarsgård. I didn't like the look of Nosferatu. That was a better performance than what I saw in The Crow.
I didn't see Nosferatu.
I actually got a chance. It was
They
pretty good.
mentioned Bill Skarsgård because of Nosferatu.
Um,
I like Bill Skarsgård. He's a good actor, but
Bill Skarsgård is a good actor. I like Bill.
The Crow, no, thank you.
Yeah, he's good at Pennywise. I like Pennywise.
But I mean, one more. I mean, everyone has pretty much trashed this film online, saying how bad it is. I mean, one more can I say about The Crow? It's sort of like Madam Web. It's like what more can you say that hasn't been said before about it?
There's only one Crow movie that's worth a damn.
Yeah, that was the first one.
The only one that matters to me.
There was no need for it to be a franchise.
Because I'll say it right now, I've never seen the sequels. I have no interest. I have no interest in watching
Sequels are
this one.
Damn fucking bad.
I'm fine with one movie, and it's perfect. Okay?
The one with Eddie Furlong is pretty awful.
I'd never seen it. I never. Yeah.
Eddie
That's
Furlong.
not. Yeah, the one with Eddie Furlong is not City of Angels. It's
Salvation, right?
Salvate. Yeah,
Is
I
it?
think so.
Yeah, I think City of Angels is what was it, like Vincent like Sanchez?
Yeah,
Or
it's,
Isn't Kristen Dunst in one of them?
Kirsten Dunst isn't one of them. Yeah,
Because the City of Angels, and there's like
and I think whatchamacallit's in
I
one
don't
of them.
remember
I think
names.
whatchamacallit's is in City of Angels. What's her name? Tui Tran from the original Power.
Oh
Rangers.
yes, Trini.
Yeah, Trini from the Yellow Power
I
Rangers.
seen that clip.
Yeah, she's in I think City of Angels. I think.
Okay, yeah. Did you play the witch in that one too?
I believe so.
Because you had a witch Asian lady in the original.
Hmm.
Skarsgård is known for playing, characters with prosthetics. I mean, Pennywise, that was probably pretty, with all the clown makeup and all that, the big head on him. Yeah, that's
He likes to disappear in his roles.
Yeah.
well, he's got that look to him. I mean,
He looks like you saw Bill Skarsgård in the dark alley. You'd probably be scared too,
yeah,
even without clown makeup.
it's that smile. That smile.
Yeah,
that he
yeah,
does.
yeah.
I want to watch it now.
I mean, yeah. All right, you want to float? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
You want to float
Yeah.
down the sewers? All right. So, Thomas, you have anything else to say about the Crow reboot?
No, I mean, what more can be said about two of the worst ones that were rated this year were Madam Web and The Crow. I mean, they pretty much explained it themselves, basically.
Right. All right. So we had 2 Sony movies in the list. I'm pretty sure I would have had Cream of the Hunter if I actually saw it, but I didn't see it. So
I did not see that either. No.
Nope.
all I know about it is people hated it too. Not as much as Men on Web, but like people hated it, and it was a giant flop. Oh yeah, Kenny. Yeah, I know what you meant. Alexander Skarsgård,
Oh, The Northman.
the
Yeah,
Northman. Yeah. He was good in that movie.
that was a good movie.
Robert Eggers. It's a weird movie though. Same director as Nosferatu. All right, so that was our. Whoa, we'll get to. You want to do a quick recap on your list, and then we'll go to dishonorable mentions, and then we move on.
A quick recap. Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Number 5 is Civil War. Number 3 was Venom. Number 4 was Venom.
Last turd.
Number 3 was Twisters. Number 2 was Night Swim, and 1 was Madam Web.
Okay. Thomas, quick recap.
My number 5 was Trap. Number 4 was Borderlands. 3 was Venom. 2 Madam Web. 1 The Crow.
Okay. Mine was Venom, Last Turd. 4 was Trap. 3 was Strangers Chapter 1. 2 was The Front Room, and 1 was Madam Web. All right. So you guys didn't have any dishonorable mentions, ones you didn't like but just missed the list?
Yeah,
I have plenty.
I have
a few, I
I
guess.
have a few.
Okay, go ahead, Rob.
Okay, so ones that didn't make the list. Well, Imaginary I haven't seen, so I don't know
Yeah,
about
if
that.
you haven't
one.
seen it, don't count. Yeah.
The Crow. Let's see what else. The Godzilla vs Kong, New Empire. I
Really?
didn't really care for that as much.
It was okay, but whatever. I don't know. I probably won't watch it again.
Yeah, I think that's about it here that I got. Not very many.
Mm-hmm. All right, Thomas.
A few of them that did not make it: Night Swim, Imaginary, Watchers. That was the one that Dakota Fanning
I
did.
didn't see any of those.
Joker Folie à Deux, and the other one I had for dishonorable mention was Red One.
See, I didn't see any of those.
I didn't
that was
see
the-
Red One either.
That was the one with The Rock and
Yeah,
Simmons as Santa Claus, and
yeah.
It sucks because I feel like if I saw Joker and I actually liked it, then it would be on my list for like maybe it's some of the best. But it sucks I didn't get to see it yet.
You will, and then you'll we'll see. I'm very curious when you finally see it. Okay.
I know Dan's main problem was the musical,
Which is so odd to me because he's a musical guy.
but that's not even
That's
real.
that's people's major problem with him. Like
That's
one
not
of,
even real though. right?
Correct.
So then, what's how does that not connect to the first one? In the first one, he imagines that there's somebody with.
See, Rob's getting that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck everybody. All right.
Just, not me because I'm ahead of the curve in that one.
Yeah.
Alright, but we'll get to Joker later, maybe. Wink, wink.
Okay.
All right, I got plenty of dishonorable mentions. Ones that were disappointing, and ones that were just bad, whatever, or overrated.
Mhm.
I saw plenty of overrated movies this year, man. It was insane. One I'll mention. You already mentioned it, Rob. Civil War. I agree with you with a lot.
Mhm.
That was just disappointing.
Ooh,
let's see.
that was Ripley.
Yeah. You know what's funny? Okay, this next one I sort of accidentally recommended it to you, even though I told you I didn't like it, but it was
Recommended it to who? Me?
yeah, because I told you about it, and then you watched it, and you said you ended up liking it. Subservance.
Oh,
With
well,
Megan Fox?
Yeah.
Megan Fox. I think the premise was interesting with the whole AI stuff, and it does expand more compared to Megan, like with the doctors being robots and all that,
Yeah.
and waiters and waitresses.
Yeah.
But it just like the minute she shows up in the beginning, I knew exactly where this was gonna go. Oh, the husband buys this Megan Fox looking robot to be the maid. He's gonna fuck her. I saw it coming a mile away, dude.
Yeah, but it kind of, if you think about it, it kind of reflects on real life now.
I understand that.
There's like sex robots and
I understand that, but I just feel it wasn't executed well.
yeah. Isn't it weird? Isn't it weird that the mom is Ellie from Hand That Rocks the Cradle?
I didn't know that till you told me. I was like, oh shit!
Yeah.
I felt she looked. I knew she looked familiar. I was like, oh shit, it's her.
That's just crazy, dude. That's like crazy
Yeah.
to me. That's
Yeah,
yeah.
but I knew exactly where. But the problem was, I just found it way too predictable for a movie that had an interesting kind of idea about AI, and you can do a lot with an AI story like that. But I thought Megan did it better. I thought even the Child's Play remake did it better.
Mm-hmm.
For me when it comes to the execution parts. But yeah, I just think, oh, and then it kind of turned into a typical slasher movie by the third. I was like, okay, whatever. It's not horrible. It's just like I felt like because it had some good ideas, I just felt like they could have done better with it. All right, so I'll move on from that.
Yeah.
This one was disappointing for me, and a lot of people liked it because I love the franchise, but this one didn't work for me. Quiet Place Day One. I wasn't into it. I found it disappointing.
I actually didn't mind that movie.
And you know what's weird? Like, why did they bring the guy that was in the second one in this movie? He didn't do anything. What's his face from Blood Diamond?
The bald, the black dude, right?
Yeah, from
Yeah,
Blood
yeah.
Diamond.
Yeah,
From Guardians.
yeah.
The one, yeah, from
When he's like, ooh,
yeah, him. Because in the second one, in the second part, he's in there, and then he's in this one that takes place as a prequel. So I thought, oh, we're gonna get to know his character more. He's barely in the movie. What was the point of bringing him back?
yeah.
It's like shit like that just like annoyed me, and I didn't care for the story, to be honest. Like I was like, just go back to the family story in the first two movies.
Digimon Hansu.
Yes, him. It's like, why was he there?
They redid Salem's Lot. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Oh, they
it's
did.
on.
Yeah.
I thought they already did. Didn't they already do that with Rob Lowe? I thought they already did that.
This one came out last year. It's streaming on Max.
No, I know,
I
but
haven't
I
seen
mean,
it.
they already redid. I thought they already redid Salem's Lot with Rob Lowe
Oh, I don't know.
years
I
ago.
don't know, yeah. Oh, this is a new one though. All right, so yeah. Another one. This was disappointing because I thought the premise was interesting. In a Violent Nature. I know a lot of people like this one. I was into it.
Can't see it. So
I was into it 10 minutes in, but then it got boring for me because it just. I understand. It was literally a slasher movie from the killer's point of view. So you see a lot of walking. I understand that, but it gets boring after a while. And this is the movie I was talking about. How it would have been a good short film. It was a short film, 12, 15 minutes. I thought it would have been great, but the movie's like 90 minutes long.
What are you talking about?
In a Violent Nature.
Oh, I mean, I thought that was an okay film.
I know a lot of people liked it because of the gimmick.
Could have been better, but
I know, I agree. And the ending was like, what was with the lady? She goes on a tangent about the story. I'm like, what? Get the fuck out of here.
yeah, well, Kenny, that's what I mean. I think it was a TV film, but I think it's like a remake though. I don't think it's a sequel.
Right. Sounds like.
That's why I'm like, I didn't even know they did a new one.
But yeah, I know Horrorman Joey made a video about this movie, Violent Nature, and he had some interesting points. But I said, oh, I didn't. I liked the first 15 minutes. Like they were good, but it gets boring. It just gets boring.
And
It slows down.
It does. It's just so slow for me. What were you gonna say, Thomas?
Laura Marie Taylor's in there.
Who is she playing?
She was the woman, Vicky from Friday the 13th Part 2. She says like that really long like epilogue.
Oh, that was her.
That was Vicky from Friday the 13th Part 2.
Oh, I didn't even know that, man.
Uh-huh.
Wow. What a good thing you tell me. All right. So another one that was overrated, man. A lot of people love this movie. I didn't get the hype for it. Long Legs. I thought it was so dull and so slow and so. I didn't feel. What was the point? I was just like, and Nicolas Cage is like he plays the villain.
What are you talking about? Long Legs?
Long Legs, yeah. Every time he talks, it took me out of it because it's such an over the top and silly performance. Like Nicolas Cage doing his thing, his weirdo shit. And just like it didn't feel like it belonged in the film. And I wasn't that invested in the story, so yeah, I thought it was overrated. So I don't know what you guys think about Long Legs.
I didn't see it.
I'm going to tell you what I thought was overrated. And I think the whole series is Terrifier. I think Terrifier is an overrated series.
Okay. Is that Terrifier 3 you're part of this honorable mentions?
I mean, I just think it's overrated. I didn't say I didn't like it.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, I just feel like the series is overrated.
Mm-hmm.
Because at this point, it's just become about, Art doesn't do anything besides just, he's a mime, but it's like, it's all see how gross we can make it. I mean, that's just what it's turned out to be.
So like Saw. The Saw
Guess.
sequels, yeah. It's like the new Saw sequels.
I don't know. I mean, I think I remember you saying that at one point, like,
How about the first one?
as soon as Terrifier 2 came out, it was like, okay, this is getting to be just kind of overrated in a way. Like, it just seems like it's all about that and not about anything else.
Yeah, that's what people want to see, you know?
I know. Well,
It's like the Saw, like I said, the Saw sequels. Like people were just there wanting to watch traps.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Let's see another one. Here's okay. I'm probably gonna get hate for this. I don't care, man. I know another one. A lot of people really like this movie. They thought it was the return to form for the franchise, but I didn't like this movie. Alien Romulus.
You didn't like Alien Raw? I actually really liked it.
I did not like that movie, dude.
I didn't.
Here's the thing. The first act of the movie, I was kind of into. It was like, okay, it's its own thing. I'm kind of with it a little bit. It's not great, but I was like, okay, already better than Alien Covenant. I'll give it that. It is better than Alien Covenant. And then the spider attack scene was good. I'll give it that too.
You mean the face hugger?
Yeah, facehugger. Spider. I like spider attack. Yeah, facehugger. They look like spiders.
That was terrifying.
But once Ian Holmes' character, spoiler alert, comes into play, I'm like,
I didn't mind that because it didn't.
Calm down.
Even though
They
he's
could have picked
android.
any other actor, dude.
Yeah, it could have been, but
It could have been Michael Fassbender if they wanted to, but whatever. Yeah, it's just like, and the CGI.
But this takes place between Alien 1 and 2, though.
I get that, but like, you can any other actor.
Yeah, but whatever Fassbender
But
wouldn't work.
yes, right. And I thought the CG on his face looked bad, man. I heard they fixed it. I haven't seen the home.
In some parts, it does when there's certain light. But other than that,
Yeah, I know. It did look bad, man. It's like I thought, I was like, wow. And the whole third act, and okay, I didn't care for most of the characters either. I only really liked the android, the good android. It's like, okay, I kind of the acting was good in him.
Yeah.
The girl was okay. She wasn't bad or anything. It just like I didn't really care for her that much, and the other characters they sucked, dude. And the whole third act with the Prometheus tie-in was I thought it was bad. The design was
What the what?
horrible.
What the what tie-in?
The Prometheus tie-in.
For what?
With the new that white Prometheus. The design was like a mixture of the alien from Resurrection and the engineer, right? Kind of like that. It's like they mixed them up at the end of the movie. That China albino alien.
Oh.
That was horrible.
I don't know if that was
Hor-
a Prometheus tie-in though.
No, they mentioned Prometheus.
Oh, do they? I don't know.
Yeah, when it wasn't Ash, but Ian Holmes' robot character, he mentioned like that injection thing. It was from the
Oh,
engineers.
wait. You're talking about the black goo.
Yes,
Yeah, okay, but I mean
they came from Prometheus. That storyline.
that came from the actual engineer, the creators.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that's why it looks like kind of like an engineer.
I mean, I guess, but I don't think they don't say Prometheus though.
I know, but they started playing the Prometheus theme song.
They
I
did,
noticed that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
there's a connection.
I
I
mean,
feel,
the
I
Black
feel like they
Widow.
wanted to please every fan of every movie.
Well, I tell you what,
That's what I felt like.
it seems like Prometheus is always on its own.
It's yeah. Oh, did we lose Rob?
Oh, did we lose him?
He froze. I think he froze for a second.
Wait,
Uh-oh.
what happened?
Oh, you
there-
froze. You froze.
Everyone disappeared.
No, you froze. On our
Um,
end. But you're saying we're talking about. You mentioned Prometheus was on its own.
I forgot what I was gonna fucking say.
That you feel like Prometheus was. It feels like more standalone.
It Prometheus does, and I feel like that's why they kind of reached out in this film to kind of connect it just a little bit, which I can appreciate. But I tell you what, my favorite scene in this is the acid scene. That scene was awesome with the gravity.
I liked the idea, but I felt like there was no tension to that scene. To be honest,
No tension. Like
no, I didn't feel that.
I felt like if you were gonna touch that acid, you were fucked.
I like the. I said I like the idea, but it's like the way the scene is done. It's like, oh, that's it. Okay. I mean, it was a unique thing to try because we haven't seen something like that in any other movie.
yeah.
But
Yeah, I don't know. I thought the movie was very creative and like trying something different, yet throwing in some nods here and there. That's what I kind of liked about it. It was almost refreshing.
it really felt no. It really felt. You know how like they have the injection and they mutate the alien something. This felt like they got DNA from every other movie.
Well, they also mentioned the
and
Colonial
then that's this movie, dude. It's
They
like a
also
mix.
mentioned the Colonial Marines, which was a video game.
Right.
But the Colonial Marines with their weapons.
Except for Alien vs Predator, there's no tie into those movies.
Right.
I didn't notice any of them. But yeah, because isn't the ship in this one similar to the one from the video game? You said right.
The what now?
The ship in this one isn't similar to the one from the video game. Isolation, or am I wrong?
Oh, well, it kind of reminds you of it, yeah.
A little bit, because
The movie kind of reminds you of that too, because they're kind of like sneaking around and yeah.
Right. I just
I didn't know there was there's a new Alien vs Predator movie. I didn't hear that. I know there's a new Predator movie called Badlands.
they want to make another
Yeah.
Alien vs Predator movie.
Uh,
I agree, Kenny. I didn't like it. I hated that. I just didn't like the design. And
Yeah, the human alien hybrid. It's like it kind of makes sense the way they went about that. And actually, I thought it made more sense than it did in Alien Resurrection.
I didn't like either version. Yeah. So, yeah. I always thought the face huggers were more terrifying than
They are.
Xenomorph. Yeah, because they're small and they're faster.
They're fast
That's-
and having them suffocate your face and then shove that tube down and impregnate you, and then
I actually, even though I actually did like that they showed, like
showed it. Yeah,
they showed it. Like, oh, okay, that's fucked up. It is, yeah.
no, I haven't seen Monkey Man.
Is that the one with Dave Patel, right? Yes, Kenny. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I saw that one. All right, so enough of Alien. Okay, I got one because I got a couple other ones here. The movie Your Monster with Melissa Barrera. That was not a good movie. Kevin Smith's new movie 4:30.
Oh,
It's just-
yeah.
It's just kind of like a semi biopic of his life in the '80s, but not really because
Yeah.
it's not. It's the main character's name is not Kevin or anything. He has a group of friends. They go to the theater. He has a girl he likes. There's a bunch of references to Star Wars and other movies from the '80s. He has cameos from his actors that are usually in his movies. Jennifer Aniston, Brian O'Halloran, Jay Muse, his wife, his daughter. They're all make cameos in the movie.
Yep.
And there's the lazy. I hate this when they do the Justin Long makes a cameo in the movie, by the way, too. Where it takes place in the past, and they mention something that's big later, and they're like, "Oh, that's never gonna be a thing." Like if they take place in 1986, and they mention, "Oh, I hear they're finally making a Batman movie." Who wants to see a Batman movie? It's just a TV show from the '60s. Like, oh, okay, get it? Wink, wink. Or they mention Star Wars, like they say, we got 3 great movies. Like, imagine if they did prequels to them or TV shows. Who wants to see that? Wink, wink. You know, shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and oh yeah, I told you about the movie a little bit, Thomas. I don't think I mentioned this. There's a at the ending in the after credit scene, the main character applies for a job or wants to apply for a job, and it's the Quick Stop. Yes, because it was in the '80s, and that's when he applied in real life, Kevin, for
Yep.
Quick Stop. You know, so yeah, he just harping on Clerks the last 5-6 years, dude.
Yeah, but he destroyed Clerks though.
Right, I know, but I'm just like he keeps going back to that. It's like, okay, man, can you? I mean, no offense, I know it's after his heart attack, but he seems just reminiscing more and more on his past.
Yeah.
So okay, whatever. It's like when Steven Spielberg made the Fablemans. It's sort of like a biopic of his life. This kind of this thing with this one.
Yeah.
Except not good. So, let's see. Oh, last one. Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire.
Really?
I did not. I was so disappointed with this movie, man.
I thought it was okay.
It's a huge step down from Afterlife.
It's not as good as Afterlife.
No, not even close. I didn't think it. There was way too many characters, and I didn't think like the villain, like the potential of the villain was good enough, but he didn't do much with it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and I didn't like the kids' characters here as much as I did in Afterlife.
I thought the most interesting part of the movie was when Phoebe tries to be a ghost. Like, I thought that was actually interesting to see a ghost, a human ghost, and like she's talking with her, and then like she wants to see what it's like to be a ghost.
Yeah, but like that's kind of like I felt that was like sort of too, I don't know, forced or something.
Well, the only forced thing I thought was when she was actually doing a bad thing. She was actually trying to trick her.
Right.
Because then all of a sudden she feels bad, and then all of a sudden, like, then they're okay with each other. It's like, dude, you just fucked her over.
Right, yeah.
Like, you know, I know that big bad guy or whatever his name. I don't remember.
The ice.
I know he was like in control of like all the ghosts and stuff, but it's like still, you know.
And even though they had the original cast help out at the end again, I just felt like
the one that didn't fit to me was Bill Murray.
Right. It's like
Dan Aykroyd did a good job. I thought Dan Aykroyd had a lot of screen time. I thought he did good. Ernie Hudson was. I thought he was fine, but Bill Murray kind of just shows up, and it's just like it's kind of.
Why is he there? Yeah, at the end, it's like it felt like they helped out, but the final, like the finale felt like too close. I know they were in the Ghostbusters warehouse, and it just felt small scale.
Well, I think them showing up at the end of Afterlife was more of a presence than this.
Yeah.
Not only that, but Bill Murray had better lines.
Yeah.
Too.
I didn't think there was a single funny moment, to be honest.
No, it's not. This one wasn't. This one felt a little bit more serious than the other one.
Like what with the Ghost Girl stuff and all that.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you what part I didn't like. I thought this whole storyline was fucking retarded. Was the guy who can magically sprout fire? Like
right.
Because he's the only one who can fight off this thing. I thought that was so stupid. I'm like,
I forgot about
now this is a guy and he has a power to do that.
This is the thing, like they were introducing new things, but like it felt half-assed.
Yeah, but I don't think it fits. I mean, we're talking about supernatural here. We're not talking about someone with superpowers.
Right.
That's
what I mean.
There's nothing supernatural about him just sprouting a flame, controlling a flame or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just didn't make any sense. I'm like, that whole thing is whatever. That thing.
Yeah. To be honest, like this one was down there with the remake, and you know what? Fuck it. I thought the remake was better. The 2016 movie of Ghostbusters was better than fucking Frozen Empire. I'll say it right here. I don't care. Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
That low.
Frozen Empire was that low.
But I was being honest.
I am being honest.
Now you're gonna
because you know what? Even though Ghostbusters 2016 was not a good movie, at least it had some funny fucking parts.
Why don't you shut up and drink your Dr. Pepper?
Or just farted and laughed.
I thought you were gonna say go eat your wonton soup.
Why don't you shut up and go watch your 30 movies?
Right. But no, dude, yeah, fucking Frozen Empire was not a good movie. It was a bad Ghostbusters movie.
It could have been way better. I'll give it that.
Yeah. So,
It could have been way better.
Yeah, so sorry for the long tangent. All these dishonorable. That's it from dishonorable missions. I got nothing else.
Okay.
Okay. So moving on to the best.
The best.
Of the best. Of the best.
Okay.
Of the best. Of 2024. So, all right. Going from R to A. No. Actually, I'm. Yeah. Rat. So it's gotta be in order. So I'll go first. Sorry, I have to go first in this one. Number 5. This is one of the biggest surprises for me of the year, and that is Wicked. I did not expect this movie to be as good.
What?
Wicked, yes, you heard me.
Wicked. Okay,
Yes,
the
Wicked.
Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
one? Okay.
Yeah. I did not. I didn't plan on watching this movie in theaters at all. I was like, I'll wait for streaming or whatever. But everybody was saying it's so good. It was so good, so great, so great.
I've been hearing nothing but negative things about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, my end is nothing but positive.
Of the reviews I've seen, they're saying it sucks ass. So I don't know. Go on YouTube, you'll see.
I don't watch those YouTube people. Dude.
I know, but
Yeah. But because I was like, The Wizard of Oz is a classic, and all these other like re-adaptations of that story I haven't liked in the past. I didn't like the Oz the Great and Powerful with James Franco. I didn't like The Wiz and stuff like that. So I thought, okay, this is gonna be just another mediocre kind of thing here. But everyone saying it was so good. I was like, okay, I'll give it a chance. Wow, dude, I did not expect to like the movie as much as I did. Is it perfect? No. There's issues with it. But I was really invested with the story. I really liked the retelling of the witches here.
my problem with any kind of iteration that connects with Wizard of Oz doesn't make sense because it's Wizard of Oz is a dream. It's not even real.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's why any kind of iteration.
But this is like a what if kind of story. You know what I mean?
I get that.
But
all these other movies have been what if stories. I just haven't.
Yeah.
I have thought they haven't been really good. This one is his own thing, and I know it's based on the Broadway show, which I'd never seen, so I didn't know what to expect.
yeah,
But it seems like because all the people who are saying it's great are all fans of the Broadway show, and they're saying they did a great job at adapting it. So I'll take it their word for it. Yeah, I mean, the actress who plays Elphaba, the Green Witch, she was great in the movie, singing wise and acting wise, and even Ariana Grande was good. I mean, I don't think Oscar nominated good because she's nominated for an Oscar, but she was good as she kind of plays like a little more like a bubblehead type of character compared to the original Good Witch. But yeah, I mean, I recommend it. It's good. It's a little long though because it's like 2.5 hours, and this is only part one of a two. This is only part one of a 2-part story. So yeah, this is one of like. I wouldn't say as good. I didn't love it as much as Wonka, because that was another big surprise the year before. But this one
I'm
was
really surprised by that one. That one, I
That-
actually ate my words with that one.
this one. See, I told you. You should listen to me.
It wasn't because of you; it was because of my curiosity. How about
But I
that?
was telling you how great it was. And
No,
what?
I didn't hear you say it.
No, I said it in last year's show. But yeah, Wicked Part 1, technically Part 1. I like that a lot. So, yeah, that's my number 5.
Okay.
All right. Okay, Rob, go ahead. What's your number 5?
My number 5 is Maxine.
Oh.
Very nice.
I really like
That's
the movie.
Mhm.
The ending could have been better, but
Way better.
I don't know. I just enjoyed the 80s feel. The music, and I think Mia Goth, like, she just doesn't ever disappoint. Though I will say it is the weakest of the trilogy.
I agree.
I still liked it. I loved Kevin Bacon. They could have done, maybe a little bit more with the the killer. I don't know if I liked the whole reveal of this. The
third act reveal.
Yeah, like that.
That was the weakest part of the movie. Yeah, that was the weakest
Anyone
part
who
of the
hasn't seen, I don't want to give it away, but there's something that happens that it does a complete 180 where you're not really expecting it, and it just doesn't. It doesn't seem like it fits too well, but
Mhm.
there is a connection with Mia Goth's character and this person.
Mhm.
So I get that, but it's just everything around it. It just I wish they would have maybe done something a little different. But that doesn't take away the fact that I think the movie still holds up. It's still good. So I think it's a solid trilogy. Like, I honestly do. I think it's one of my favorites. So yeah, it made number 5. It almost was number 6, but yeah, I just moved it up from.
If
something.
the ending was better, it would have been way higher in the list, right?
Possibly. I don't know. Like, some of the movies that I'm going to mention above that are just way better.
Mhm.
But whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. Maxine's my number 5.
Triple X, man. See? Pearl was better.
Pearl was definitely better. Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
All right, that was Rob's number 5. Maxine. Triple X.
Yeah, because my number 6 was Subservience, and I'm like, I enjoyed Maxine more than that.
Oh yeah, Maxine was way better.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, Thomas, you're number 5. Best of 2024.
My number 5 is actually let me just look at my list again real quick, just to be sure that I'm going to say this thing the right way. Hold on one second.
Transformers fan. I heard nothing but negative things about Gladiator 2.
Yeah, I did too.
It's a good thing I didn't say it. This is actually my second favorite horror film of the year that came out. My number 5 is Abigail.
Abigail. There
Okay.
you go.
Yep.
I just thought this was probably probably one of my favorite vampire films I've seen in quite a few years.
Better than Nosferatu?
I honestly put this over Nosferatu
There you go. Attaboy.
because I mean Nosferatu is good, but like this is kind of more entertainment value,
It's more fun.
more fun. Yeah, that's what I say, like more entertainment value. And I thought the cast was great. As Melissa Barrera from the Scream films is in here. You have Catherine Newton from Freaky.
Yeah.
I thought Alicia Weir as Abigail. I thought she was fantastic.
She was
Yeah.
great.
Yes.
She was great.
Fantastic in the film. You also have what's I'm looking at.
I like Dan Stevens in the movie too a lot.
Dan
You know,
Stevens. Dan Stevens is great. Giancarlo Esposito.
You know, she was so good. Like I think she was even better than, like Let Me In with Chloe Grace Moretz, that
Right.
movie.
Yes. Yeah.
Like it kind of reminds me of that, but I think this girl, she did so much better. Like I think she was really good. It helps
Yes.
when you have a kid actress or actor that can sell the film. She did. Like
Yes.
Yeah,
I
she
believed her when she when she went full on vampire.
Yeah.
and you also have the late great Angus Cloud, who sadly I think took his own life.
Yeah. After he filmed the movie.
Angus Cloud was in that show. Has
I didn't
Zendaya
see-
in it too. I forget the name of the show, but
I didn't see Bad Boys Ride or Die or Roadhouse.
and funny enough, it's kind of funny that the guy that the directors of this did the Scream 5 and 6.
Yeah. Radio Silence.
Yeah, and which also had Melissa Barrera in those as well.
And they also did Ready or Not,
Exactly, which is
Ready or Not's great.
Which is another good one.
which the way the vampires die in this movie, they
Exactly.
explode just like in Ready or Not. Yes.
I was gonna say
Exactly.
that.
I love that. But yeah.
But yeah, this movie is entertaining as hell. It's gory. It's
Hell yeah.
highly entertaining, and just like the cast is great. I mean, it was just really cool to see Melissa Barrera again in a horror film after what happened with Scream, which
Right.
Spyglass, screw you, big time.
Yeah.
That was really shitty of you to do.
Yeah.
She deserves a lot better, and things like that. And it was also cool to see whatchamacallit in here, Kevin. Not to be confused with the basketball player,
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
The
Who's
Blob. He played the
then-
Blob in
He's,
X-Men Origins.
he's in a lot of movies. He's in Walking Tall. He's in
in so many movies.
yeah.
But I mean, what more can I say? Abigail was, I say it was definitely the most entertaining horror film of the year. Definitely for me.
Yes.
But, it's my second. It was my second favorite horror.
Very
film,
entertaining.
but that is my number 5, Abigail.
So we have. All right. Rob, did you see your
Oh
number
yeah,
five?
number 4.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, you were saying your number 5. Okay, number 4. This was another surprise for me because I
have an
didn't.
idea what it is.
You have an idea?
I have an idea, but keep going.
You can guess before I say it.
First Omen.
Wrong. Nope. I didn't even see that movie.
Oh,
Is it a horror film?
No. You thought it was a horror movie?
Is it?
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
No.
Is it Beverly Hills Cop 4?
No, because that was anticipated.
Oh,
Beetlejuice 2.
No, that was also.
okay. We'll keep going then.
All right, you're all wrong. Yeah.
Man.
All right, because like I wasn't big on the first movie, but the second one, okay, I'm kind of with this franchise now. That is Dune Part 2.
Oh, Dune Part 2.
I was
I
actually
didn't even see it.
I
didn't see it
I
either.
didn't like the first one that much. I thought it was a little boring and too much setting up. I get it was setting up, but I wasn't that invested with what was going on. This one though, I thought it was way better, and the pace was better. Even though it's a longer movie, the pace was way better. There's more action. The story gets going. I was liking the characters way more. So
Yeah, I can't comment on it too much.
Dennis
I didn't-
Dennis V like I don't want to call him overrated, but I wasn't loving his newer movies, but this one though delivered now. So I'm looking forward to Dune Messiah, which is part 3.
Yeah,
so.
I can't comment too much on it though.
Yeah.
So yeah, even Zendaya good. You know, she's more in and more.
Mhm.
She's basically a cameo in the first one. So yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, you didn't see it? You guys haven't seen? Man, it was actually good. I actually saw it in theaters. Like it was actually cool and big screen.
Oh,
Man.
cool.
Seen
Awesome.
those damn sandworms? Those damn sandworms.
Hmm.
So yeah, Doom Part 2. That's in a lot. This is in a lot of people's top 5 actually. So yeah, that was my number 4. Doom Part 2. All right. Hey, Rob, what was your number 5?
Maxine.
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, you go ahead. Your number 4.
My number 4. Speaking of entertaining movies, I'm gonna say Sonic 3.
There you go.
I really like Sonic 3. All the Sonic movies have been, they've just been so fun for me. I've been seeing it with my kids, and it's just, I don't know, it's just so entertaining. And just Jim Carrey's great. Good, it's good seeing him, and yeah, I just feel like these movies get better. But yeah, that's you got a newcomer. Keanu Reeves plays the voice of Shadow.
How was he in the movie? Keanu Reeves.
Oh, he was good.
Yeah.
He was good. There's one thing that happens at the end where they don't mention a certain character, or I want to say they're just gone, which I'm kind of like, are they going to explain it in the next one, or
Probably.
yeah? But I'll tell you this:
Sonic 4.
they do something in this movie that almost made me cry, and
Oh wow.
Jim Carrey is supposed to be done.
Transformers fan says he's gonna return, but we'll see.
Well, look. I think that was after the fact, because in this movie, in Sonic 3, they do it's almost like a send-off to Jim Carrey. And I'm going to explain the scene just a little bit. It's not really a spoiler, but I'm going to explain what happens. So there's stuff going on, stuff's going to explode or whatever, and he's standing there, and he's like,
Okay.
he's standing there, and he's like, I want to wish everybody, this and that. He's like, everything's going to be fine. And he does one funny thing, and he like waves, and then all of a sudden, like, you don't see him no more. And it's like they kind of built up like a little speech at the end. It's almost like he's saying goodbye to his career and saying goodbye, everybody. It almost made me kind of like tear up a little bit, almost because that's, it kind of seems like they're sending that message. But after the fact that this movie came out, Jim, they weren't sure. They were like, I guess he's saying, okay, yeah, I can do a 4th movie.
I think he just has so much fun doing these Sonic movies that he doesn't want to stop. Probably doesn't want to stop.
Right, but if you see Sonic 3 and you see that scene,
I will.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I will. I'll see it. I'll see it.
So that was a really touching kind of thing, kind of a moment, and I don't know. I just had so much fun with Sonic. It's just all 3 movies are great. I honestly am looking forward to a 4th one. I cannot wait to see. I had fun with the Super Mario Brothers movie, the animated one.
Right.
That was good too. So, I don't know. I have it in my top 5 because I legitimately had fun and I was entertained. So,
Right.
yeah.
See, like Kenny says that he wants to see a sequel to Super Mario Brothers. The
So do I.
There's gonna be a sequel. It's coming.
So
out
do
next
I.
year.
That movie made a buttload of money.
It's gonna come out next year. The sequel.
Yeah.
I mean, they're supposed to have a cinematic universe. Like there's supposed to be Donkey Kong spin-off. Maybe we'll see. So.
Yeah, I'm glad that Jim Carrey will return because, like I said, it's he was like one of the best parts of that movie.
He was one of the best parts of the first. He was the best part of the first movie.
Well, the franchise alone,
And the second one, I liked him and Knuckles the best.
Yeah, without him, it's like the movie would probably still be good, but it's just he adds that funniness and entertainment to it. So
I can sense that he's having the most fun he's had in a long time.
Well, it's crazy. He's doing 3 movies and maybe 4. So it's like he's never really done that.
No.
He's never done.
Not since When Nature Calls.
I remember when he
back-to-back.
did Ace Ventura, he stated that he didn't want to do sequels. Well, then he did When Nature Calls, and people are like, well, you're going to do a sequel to Dumb and Dumber. for a long time he was like, no,
No,
like
he
he's
didn't.
not going to.
He didn't do sequels for like 2 decades.
Even The Mask, like
Right.
he even
He didn't
talked.
want to do.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But all of his Jim Carrey movies, the only one that made sense to do sequels for was Ace Ventura.
yeah,
Because he's a pet detective, so he's gonna have different cases all the time. So yeah, that makes sense to do sequels to that.
that's true.
Now he's saying he wants to do sequels to all these other movies. Like he wants to do a sequel to The Grinch. He wants to do a sequel to okay, Jim, relax.
Yeah,
All right.
that's yeah.
So I don't know, Kenny. I prefer James Marsden as Cyclops myself.
Oh
Another,
god.
another callback. All right, so that was
A Mario and Sonic film would really be cool. That would be cool.
I know people want that crossover.
That would
But
be great.
It's
They did it-
Nintendo and Sega Genesis. Is there?
Well, no, they did the games. There was a Sonic
Okay.
Mario games. Yeah,
Okay, interesting.
that would be great.
They
Do you know
might-
how much money that would make? God, that would make a
It's
lot
just
of
different
money.
studios because Super Mario Bros. Is Universal and Sonic is Paramount. So I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, they'll make it happen.
We'll see. That's gonna be you know what that's gonna be the Avengers Endgame type of thing. Sonic and Mario and Donkey Kong all teaming up. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that was Rob's number 4 pick, Sonic 3.
Yeah, Sonic 3.
Okay. Thomas, what's your number 4 best film of the year?
My number 4 best film of the year is Beverly Hills Cop 4.
There you go.
I didn't even see that yet.
I like that one, but it's not my top 5.
Cop 4 was a very nice surprise.
It's on Netflix, Rob. it's
Huh?
Yeah,
it's on
Beverly
Netflix. It's
Oh,
a
is
Netflix
it?
movie, so
Cop 4, that was a huge surprise. Eddie Murphy was definitely back at it again with the R-rated. You can definitely sense that energy that he had.
okay. Sorry, I will say it's definitely better than the new Bad Boys movies.
Oh yeah,
I can't stand. Yeah, I didn't even see the newest one.
It's
Yeah.
it was okay. It's not that good, to be honest.
It was definitely a lot better.
But
than
then again, I've always liked Beverly Hills Cop movies more than Bad Boys movies. So whatever.
but
Yeah, me too. I liked all three of the all three of the Beverly Hills Cops movies.
Yeah.
yeah, but Beverly Hills Cop 4, like this was a lot of fun to watch. And it was cool to see John Ashton again, Judge Reinhold again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if they do Rush Hour 4, then Jackie Chan is like fucking old as hell. Especially in the new
Wow.
Karate Kid movie. My God, they made him look like he's dying.
Unless Rush Hour 4 is about new characters and then Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker come in later. So I don't know.
Yes, I don't see him jumping through any fence holes or anything like he used to do.
No, they're gonna
Yeah,
use
it was-
CGI and
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon was solid as the villain
yes.
piece. Overall, I mean, Beverly Hills Cop 4 was one I did not expect a whole lot out of because usually when they bring back sequels way too many years too late, it usually doesn't work out too well.
Mm-hmm.
But this is, like I said, this is probably, I know,
Yeah, sure.
yeah, John. It was really nice to see John Ashton at least one more time.
I do too. I prefer Lethal Weapon as well.
I prefer Leave the Weapon over Bad Boys.
John Taggart as John Ashton as Sergeant Taggart one last time was a lot of fun to see. At least he got to do one more. before.
Yes, yeah, that was good to see.
And like I said, Eddie Murphy. I mean, I didn't mind his performance in Part 3, but I thought it was a lot better in Part 4. I can definitely
Yes, he felt a little more like
the first
80s, yeah, first two acts.
It felt more like Axel Foley in the first two movies.
Yes. He's older, a little more mature, but he still has that attitude.
Still has the edge to him. He still has his wit. Still has his
Yes.
mouth. Overall, like I said, this was like up there when it came to like bringing back sequels many years later. It's up there with like after 20 some years later, you bring back a certain property and you get a rough and a nice little needle in the haystack of going like Beavis and Butthead do the universe, this film.
You didn't mention what you think of Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I actually like Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I liked him as the partner.
I like them. I like his chemistry with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, I thought they worked really well together. I liked him as the partner.
He was the new Billy. Kind
Basically. Yeah,
Kenny, I didn't bother seeing the TV series. I
I like
didn't-
Joseph Gordon-Levitt in the
Me-
film. I thought he was good.
Yeah, I didn't see the TV series for.
But yeah, but that is my number 4.
You know they fucking
Stop.
remake. You know they fucking remade River Wild. The River Wild
I don't
with
know
Kevin Bacon. Remember that movie?
Oh yeah.
They remade it, and it's so
Uh-huh.
stupid. I watched it the other night.
Uh-huh.
Stupid.
But you know the funny thing about Kevin Bacon as the villain in this one, like everybody knew he's gonna be the villain, and you know a lot of these movies they, like I thought they were gonna do like a twisting of no they from the first scene they tell you he's the villain,
Yeah.
so I was like okay it makes sense and he's Kevin Bacon. You know? What you think of the daughter character? Because I thought she was hit and miss.
It was
Because it's not like I didn't like her. It's just I thought the actress was a little bit flat in some scenes.
a little bit.
Right. Yeah.
Not the worst thing ever though.
Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, she wasn't like annoying or anything. It's just like it just felt a little bland.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's like the best way to say it.
But the thing is, like, who's her mom then? They didn't. This is another thing about a lot of these Legacy sequels when there's only one parent present in the story. Like, who was the other parent?
Who
They
had
never,
sex with Palpatine?
they never bring it up. They never, yeah, that's one of those things. Like, okay, was it the character from Part 3?
We
They,
never,
they,
never know.
they don't say. So I don't know. That's a good pick. Beverly Hills Cop 4 or Beverly Hills Axel F. Is the
Yeah.
actual title. So go watch it, Rob. It's on Netflix. It's been on Netflix. That's where it premiered. It wasn't.
I don't have like I actually canceled my subscription.
Okay. Well, when you get it back. Well, no, it hasn't had. It hasn't had.
Cobra Kai is next month, so I'll get it back.
Okay, cool. Watch Cobra Kai and then watch Beverly Hills, and
Yeah,
then cancel it.
the final 5 episodes is next month, so
Okay,
that'll be it.
but it's gonna be setting up for that new movie, so we'll see how it goes.
Dan and I are actually gonna go see it,
Yeah.
so that'll be good.
Oh, hope you guys are not disappointed.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that was Thomas's number 4 pick, Beverly Hills Cop F, or Mickey Beverly Hills Cop 4. All right. On to number 3. My number 3 was in my most anticipated list last year. It's Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Nice.
I really liked that movie. It
That was
didn't
really
make
good.
one, but
My only worry was like I didn't think I was gonna like the new characters because it's 300 years later after the
right,
trilogy.
it's not Caesar's. It's basically
It's
what
not
what he did, but
It's not even the characters that were in the last movie.
Yes.
They're not in it.
Yeah,
So I was
no.
like, I don't know, but I like the characters, the new characters actually, the new
Me too.
apes. That
Yeah.
they're really Noah, the main ape. I thought he was really good.
he kind of reminds you of Caesar a little bit.
Like it's like how Caesar was in the first one,
Yeah, in the first movie. Yeah,
in the Rise. I really liked the Raka. Was that his name?
yeah.
Raka.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was my favorite, and yeah, I wish in the movie more. So
The
I thought-
CG is really good. Like
it's still good. It's still good. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and I like the villain. The villain was really good.
Yeah.
And I'm really interested in where the story goes from here.
Me too. It's like the first 3 are solid. It's like a solid trilogy, but then you have this new. I guess they're going to make another trilogy. Like
Yes.
it's really cool to see them like take it this way.
What I also really liked how, since it's so many years later, how Caesar's story has kind of changed because there's these group of apes that they think Caesar was all about killing and enslaving people, enslaving other apes that didn't agree. He wasn't like that at all. And you
Yeah.
have the Raka character who has the actual like books and stuff like that. How Caesar really was. He
Yeah.
was a good ape.
Yeah.
You know that I like that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was really good. The one part, and this kind of, I'll say like around the end, where you had that girl, that you think she's a little more, she's like a little bit, she's not bad, she's not good. It's just like not that trustworthy. And
more into herself.
a little bit because like there's
Yeah.
that scene where like they have the goodbye and then she has was like a knife behind her back. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was like, you bitch. I was like,
No,
no, but she doesn't think anything. But
it kept
But
it keeps you
she mi-
interested though. Like I
she
was
m-
like, what are they?
she might
gonna
be-
do? Yeah,
she might be a villain in the next one. Who knows? Maybe
yeah.
she might be. Yeah, possible.
See where they go with it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I know it wasn't as successful as the other three, but it made money and people liked it. So I look forward to another one. I want to see how it goes. I'm assuming also the way it ends that they're gonna bring in the astronaut characters. They have to
At some point, they have to because
because
everything has changed. It's that many years later. Like,
yes, it's been so
the
long.
apes are pretty much in charge. They've evolved to that point.
Yeah.
So
They're still a little primitive, but they've gotten smarter.
yeah, they've. I mean, the
Even
way
more.
they talk and everything is even a lot more. They talk a lot better than even
Yes.
like when Caesar was around.
Yeah, that's something I noticed. I'm like,
Remember
okay.
how they started doing the sign language, and then
Yeah.
now it's like full blown talking.
It went to just like talking here and there,
Right.
saying like one or two words, and then now they're fully talking.
That's what I like about like is there's consistency and there's like little details that you pick up on throughout all the movies,
Hmm.
and it just gets better and better. Like the evolution of
Yes,
not only
of
the
the
apes
apes.
but the humans too.
Mhm. like the humans know they have no future. Like, they're not
Exactly.
gonna rule anymore.
I know.
I mean, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, this next one. Because they set up the astronaut stuff in the Rise movie, and they have not brought that back up. And I'm waiting, like, hey, you guys gotta bring that up again. So that's why I thought the way it ended, I was like, oh, are they saying that they might come in? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, so we'll see. So that's my number 3 pick, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
That's a
Nice.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering when someone was going to mention that.
Mhm.
And I didn't make my list, but it was close.
Yeah.
Close to mine. Too.
All right, Rob, your number 3 pick.
My number 3 has already been mentioned, and it's Abigail.
Awesome.
Cool.
I loved it. Everything Thomas said, I agree with.
Mhm.
I just think it was very entertaining, gory. Love the little fight scenes that she has, and she's one strong, she's one tough little bitch, man.
Yeah. Well, she
Uh,
said that she'd been a vampire for centuries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so entertaining. I was not expecting it. Like when I saw the trailer, I'm kind of like, okay, this this kind of just looks
The
like
trailer should not give away that she was a vampire.
that would have been actually a good thing to build up to because you're like, what is it? What is
You think
this
it's a crime thriller at first,
Yeah,
and all of a sudden, boom, it's a vampire movie.
that would have been a good thing to kind of hide away.
I mean, the way it's done and it's seen in the reveal, it seemed like a big twist.
Right, the trailer just
Yeah.
didn't do any justice. Like when I saw the trailer, I'm just like, this looks mediocre. I've seen this before, whatever. But when I saw it, I was completely like, wow, this is actually pretty damn good.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's I don't know. It deserves to be on a spot top 5. So yeah,
All right, cool. Abigail. That's the second time Abigail's been mentioned.
yep.
That's your number 3. All right, Thomas, your number 3.
My number 3 is my personal favorite horror film of the year, The Substance.
Nice. Yeah.
Wow, okay. I was waiting if someone was gonna mention it. I didn't.
Yeah.
That just missed my top 5.
The
If
Substance.
I'm being honest. Yeah.
Probably the best body horror film I've probably seen.
In a
Probably
long time.
Probably since The Blob. Probably
Looking amazing.
the
long
special
time.
effects were incredible,
Yeah.
and
Oh yeah.
I tell you, Demi Moore just gave knocked out of the park with her performance, and I really like Dennis Quaid in the film, and the way that and I'm really glad to see that Demi Moore got nominated.
Yes.
It would be really cool to see a horror film.
She might win.
I was
She
like, I
might,
really
yeah.
hope she wins because like
She
the first
deserves
time-
it.
Yeah,
So we'll see.
I mean, it'd be kind of cool to see like a horror film for the first time in God knows how many years, probably since like Silence of the Lambs, like win an Oscar for something.
Oh, Get Out won an Oscar
Oh yeah, Get Out did, yeah, for best
for
screenplay.
Screenplay, yeah.
Yeah, best screenplay. but it's like ever since then, it's been almost 10 years now, like 8 years now since horror film was nominated for anything. Because horror films don't get those kind of nominations. But
No.
Yeah. Well,
I'd say like the special effect I love the most is when she melts into that puddle of blood at the
yeah.
very end. Whew.
Yeah. The effects
So
were so good.
Cool.
Yeah, it did remind you like a Cronenberg film.
Yeah.
Back in the 80s,
exactly.
Like
Yes, that's what it reminded me of.
It's sort of like a fly, sort of
Yes,
like
the fly.
transforming.
Yeah.
And, like I said, and I think I understand, like it was about 70 to 80% practical effects.
Oh yeah.
Oh
It
my
looks good.
god! Like it was incredibly well done. I mean, one more. I don't want to spoil it too much for anybody who hasn't seen it, but like because I know, but you guys
Also,
have seen it though.
Yes.
Yes.
But like anyone who's watching that hasn't seen it, I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail. But if you really love like body horror films and you like things like The Blob, and you like Cronenberg style films, this is definitely up your alley. The Substance is top notch, and it's without a doubt the best horror film of 2024. That is why it is my number 3.
I agree.
Also, props to the actress who played the young girl.
Yeah,
Yeah, she did.
I knew she looked familiar, and I looked up. Oh, she was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
oh yeah, Margaret
She was the-
Qualley. Yeah,
She was the hitchhiker.
yeah that Brad Pitt picked up. Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. I knew she looked familiar. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, cool. So Thomas's number 3 pick is The Substance.
Yep.
All right, on to number 2. My number 2 is a movie you guys already mentioned.
Mhm.
Abigail.
There we go.
Nice.
That's my favorite horror movie of the year. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with the movie.
So this is your number 2, my number 3, and Thomas's number 4, right?
Yep.
Number 5.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, it's your number 5.
My number 4 was Beverly Hills Cop 4.
Oh, that's
Oh,
true.
that's
yeah.
right. Okay, never mind.
Well, it's a top 5 list. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all top 5. Abigail. I had a lot of fun with it. You guys already mentioned all the actors were good.
Yep.
I would say Angus Cloud and the other guy, the black guy. They were like no. They were like the least interesting characters.
Yeah.
Out of the whole cast. Not as memorable as the
I
other.
mean, they were the least interesting, but they were still okay.
Yeah, I mean they weren't
Like-
like annoying or anything.
Yeah.
But it's like one of those things where you can either take them or leave them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Melissa Barrera was good. Ashley Weir, that's her name, the little girl, Abigail.
Oh yeah, Alicia Weir.
Alicia
yeah.
Weir. Yeah, she was good. Catherine Newton was good.
good.
Kevin Durant was hilarious in the movie.
Yeah, oh yeah, he was
Yeah,
fantastic.
he was so funny. And
Giancarlo
Dan Stevens.
Esposito.
No, Dan Stevens was good too.
Dan Stevens was awesome.
Yes. I will say the first time I saw it, I didn't like some of the things in the third act of the film, but on rewatch, I warmed up to them and I thought it worked.
Yeah.
I just think like the first and second act were like really good. Third act was just okay. And, I warmed up to it. So that's the thing with me in horror movies 2024. I have so many problems with the way a lot of these horror movies ended in this 2024. I don't know why. What the fuck happened?
I think the first movie I ever saw Catherine Newton in was Paranormal Activity 4.
Yeah, she was in that one.
I think that's the first
Yeah.
movie I ever saw her in.
Yeah. Her career got better after that.
Yeah, then she ended up being like Lisa Frankenstein.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania.
Yeah.
Not that one, but she was a freaky. Well, so no, she have a good career. Yeah, I mean, I love the Ready or Not sort of connection with the way
Yeah.
people die.
Yep.
That was great. I noticed that immediately when I first saw it. Like, just like Ready or Not, Radio Silence, Universe. So yeah, Radio Silence. Like the Radio Silence guys have become one of my favorite horror filmmakers in the last 10 years. So they've come a long way since VHS. So
Yeah. It's true.
because the first VHS that I liked their story the best with the guys go to the wrong house.
Oh, the haunted house.
The haunted house,
Yeah, the fifth story. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was my
That's a
favorite
good
one.
one.
Yeah, that was a favorite one in the original VHS. So yeah, Abigail. Yeah, the best. I know this is controversial thing to say, but it was the best vampire movie of 2024.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people don't agree with that. I don't care.
Well, they're gonna put
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought Abigail was better. This is my opinion. All right. So that was my number 2, Abigail.
Hang on, just 1 second.
Oh, okay.
Best, I guess. While we wait for Rob, should I go next?
But he's next though.
Uh,
Unless you want to add more about Abigail, because that was my number 2.
I was about to say I have nothing else to add that, but to Abigail. I was
They definitely have a style. I mean, radio songs definitely have a style, like, not just like the gore, but like the comedy as well.
Yo, yeah.
Uh-huh.
We just kidnapped a fucking vampire.
No. But my favorite line in the movie. This made me laugh so hard that the first time I saw it, I laughed so hard I missed the second line that came right after. It was when they're trying to figure out how to kill her. They're naming all the things like, okay, what kills a vampire? Cross, stick to the heart, light, garlic, and they're looking for things. And then Catherine Newton's character comes in with a bag. And he says, Sammy, those are fucking onions.
Yeah.
At 11 laughed so hard the first time I didn't hear her say, well, I don't know, I never cook. That was great. That was my fun. That was the funniest part of the movie for me. The funniest line. There were so many funny parts, but that was my favorite one. All right. So yeah.
Okay, number
Go
2.
ahead, Rob. Yeah, number 2.
Deadpool Wolverine.
That is also my number 2.
I'm not surprised.
That is also my number 2.
Even though it was not my, favorite Deadpool movie, I still think for the year 2024, as far as superheroes go, definitely
Superheroes or comic book movies?
comic book movie, whatever.
Okay.
It's still entertaining as hell. I laughed. There's some problems with it, but all in all, it's great. So
Oh, we got
talked about it a lot in our stream.
yeah. Go watch our Deadpool streams.
Yeah.
Boy Robert Humphrey.
This is quoting Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3. We quote that movie a lot at work.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Transformers fan says he bought the 4K of
But
it.
like Rob said, though, we covered more of this in the Deadpool Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yes.
We
Go
covered
watch
a
our
lot of Deadpool.
Go watch episode 47.
Yeah. I think it deserves a spot.
Yeah, definitely deserved to be in my number 2.
We're doing good, Robert.
Doing good, Rob.
Bob.
Hey.
Let's call him Bob. Bubba, because he's Leatherface.
Bubba Sawyer.
2024
Yes.
had Venom 3, Madam Web, The Crow, Craven, Hunter, all comic book movies. Yeah, well, that means that this one's better than all those.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, then, when the bar's that low, it's not that easy.
When the bar's that low, you could just fucking walk over it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you guys want to add more about Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, I've talked
So we
about it.
already talked about it, yeah.
I talk about enough. So.
We did like a whole stream on it.
So that was your number 2. That was also in a lot of us' most anticipated last year.
Yep.
Last year.
Definitely was mine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
All
true,
right.
Kenny. You're wearing that one.
Yeah. You go watch the trilogy stream. We got Kenny in there. So.
Yep. He also liked Deadpool Wolverine a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what about numero uno?
All right. Fuck. I wish I would have the Blu-rays here for all these movies on my list, but I put it away. Oh, it's okay.
What we got for
or
number
something.
1?
Terrifier 3.
No. Where the fuck is it? I had something else.
Madam Web 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Hell no. Damn it! I don't. Oh yeah, I have it away. I don't have anything to show, but I'm just gonna say it. And this is a controversial pick for not even being my number 1, but not just in my top 5, but also my number 1.
Mm-hmm.
And that is, drum roll, please.
Oh.
Joker, Folie à Deux.
I already knew that.
Huh. Had a feeling that was probably going to be in there somewhere.
Yes.
I already
And
knew it.
Alex basically
Well,
did a whole entire video.
that's true. Go watch that.
Why
Yeah.
I like Joker for you.
I do.
I was like, I didn't watch the video yet, but I know it's like a little over 20 minutes long, and he goes into a full detail
Yes.
of why he thinks it's good. So
hmm And why
Yeah.
everybody's wrong who liked it. Oh, I'm sorry, who disliked it. Yeah, this movie. I mean, I think it's gonna go on and have some sort of cult following later because this. Okay.
Once
I
people calm down and get their head out.
Yes, because a lot of people hated it. Hated it. I've heard it. There are some points people make. Okay, I can understand why they didn't like that. But dude, this movie has so many good themes going on with it that I honestly feel. I don't want to sound like Hardman Joe here, but it feels like people hating it on purpose or not paying attention. I go on that a little bit on the video I did a couple weeks ago.
You hated the ending to it. Please don't spoil it. I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, yeah, a lot of people hated the ending. But on rewatch and thinking about it more and more, it makes sense to me. It's not something I would do, but I understand. I understand why Todd Phillips did it the way he did, and I like the musical parts. I thought it made sense completely in the context of the film. You know, and it's not like it came out of nowhere because in the first movie, Arthur Fleck loved music and he even sang at the end of the first movie, and he liked dancing too. It's like that's stuff that was set up in the first movie.
He fucking dances throughout the whole movie.
Yeah,
In the first movie, he dances down the stairs. He dances in his freaking room in his underwear.
yes, I mean, yeah, and he's a fan of music, so he's singing that song at the end of the first one. The movie that everybody loved. Okay, and now it's a problem in this one. That doesn't make sense to me. And I thought Lady Gaga was really good as Harley Quinn. It's a different interpretation, vastly different, but I liked it, and it made sense to me why in this version someone like her will like him, because fuck off, Thomas, because
Man, someone's gassy tonight.
yeah. Thomas has always been gassy. Kenny liked the movie. That's good. So he's very good to me. Yeah,
Well, that's good that you. Okay, I didn't even realize you saw it.
I think he recently saw it. I think.
Damn it! I gotta get on it. I gotta watch that.
Get on it, man.
I gotta go buy it. I guess.
Have your own opinion on it. Don't listen to the haters. This movie is always gonna be better than people give it credit for, and Joaquin Phoenix was still as good as Arthur Fleck as he was in the first movie.
According to when I saw the trailer, he looked like he was like the first movie.
He still gives the great performance he did in the first one. So I don't understand why all of a sudden he gets a Razzie nominee. Like what sense does that make?
Did he really?
Yes.
What?
I think he did. Yeah. Sorry, Lady Gaga, but they're both great in the movie. I like the chemistry.
Man, that's pretty bad. Razzie.
It's bullshit. Bandwagon hate.
Yeah.
And that's why I felt a lot of the criticisms with this movie was like there's a lot of bandwagon hate going on.
Once a few popular YouTube critics start bashing it, then everyone else is gonna start making videos or start making posts or.
And it's crazy to me. I don't know if you knew this, but Joker Full of Ado had the worst cinema score for any comic book movie. Worse than Man Web. Man Web literally came out the same year, and you're saying people are saying Joker Full of Ado was worse. Get the
That's
out of
kind
here.
of hard to believe that there'd be a movie worse than Madam Web. That's a
There's no way.
anyway.
The movie visually looks better than Man Web. The acting's better.
Me is better than Madam Web.
Yeah, it is.
Jeez,
It is, yeah.
Oh,
I mean, visually, it still looks the same. Like the cinematography of this movie is just as good as the first one. The acting is just as good. Sure, it goes on and that's why. Everyone hated this movie. Felt like it was a Todd Phillips saying "fuck you" to fans in the studio. You know what though? I didn't get that feeling. But if
why
he
would
was
he do that?
no,
though?
but if he actually, I didn't get that feeling from him. Just watching the movie. But if that's true, you know what? I kind of respect that. Okay.
Is it really like a Ryan Johnson thing where he just said "fuck you" to the Star Wars fans and did his own thing? I mean, it doesn't seem like that.
He does do his own thing, but I didn't feel like it was a fuck you.
No,
Felt
but
to me,
does he do his own thing separate from his own thing from the first movie?
no, I felt it goes along with it. Great, but that's just me.
So then it wouldn't. Okay, so then it wouldn't be his. They don't. Yeah, it's the same director, so it's like.
Right.
I guess the Ryan Johnson situation is different because it's
It's different.
directors.
Yeah,
But still, Ryan Johnson said "fuck you," pretty much. I mean, I just don't see him saying like "f you" to the Joker fans, and then
because here's the thing, though, and this is not a spoiler. I really think that people expected to a Joker sequel to be Joker and Harley Quinn going out in Gotham killing people. That's not this movie. I never got that vibe when they announced it or from the trailer. Never got that vibe from it. I knew it was gonna be musical. People, they said it was a musical 2-3 years ago. This is not a surprise, guys. This is not like a
Is it still about psych
mental illness.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well then, okay. Well then, I don't see how
Absolutely.
it's not like the first movie then.
And how
'Cause that's what the first movie's about. Is
how
mental illness.
people and the media and the system sensationalize a serial killer like him.
Yeah.
That's the point of the film, and I found that so fascinating. And it's just it's one thing that people didn't like the movie or were disappointed by it. We're saying like it's one of the worst movies ever. Like, are you kidding me? Get out of here with that crap, dude. You know. Okay, I get off my tangent. I get off my high horse. But dude, I honestly, I really legitimately like this movie a lot, like a lot. Is it as good as the first one? No. First one's first one's a little more entertaining. This one's a little more dark. This one's darker. It is. So I get in that aspect, but yeah. I mean, go watch my video. I talked about this movie enough. So that was my number one, Joker Fully Adu. Yeah. I stand by what I said when it first came out. I'm gonna watch this movie a couple more times. I'm serious, dude. I'm gonna write a fucking thesis on this movie. There's so much to this movie that people are either not looking at or not paying attention to or just flying over their heads. I don't know what's going on with people. Especially since everyone's complaining the comic book movies are all the same. They're all generic. They're all paint by numbers. They're all formulaic. This movie actually goes outside the box and does something unique and different. And it gets way more hate than those other movies.
But again, people are expecting to be
and the biggest flop, and one of the biggest flops of the year.
Yeah.
And good luck trying to see some different comic book movies from now on. Not like this. Just saying.
Yeah.
All right. That's my number one, Joker Full of Dude. It was my most anticipated last year, and it's number one. So. Sorry about that. I went on a tangent. All right. Okay, Rob, what's your number one?
What's funny is Joker 2 was probably, I think, my most anticipated, but this movie definitely wasn't on my radar, and when I saw it, I just got blown away.
I know what it is.
And it's The Substance.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna. Yeah. I had a feeling that was gonna be on the list.
This movie is it's so creative. I'm not going to give away the specifics, but it kind of reflects on real life, on how a woman sees herself when she gets older. And, I mean, it happens to everybody pretty much. You look in the mirror and say, look, I got bags under my eyes. I got wrinkles. I got, I'm maybe a little bit overweight. I don't look like I used to.
Right. Yeah.
It's got this kind of message, and I love how it kind of has that realism to it. And then there's like this creative way to make you look young and stuff, and the way they go about it is just so crazy. But at the same time, really cool and creative. Like I said, it's just this movie just blew me away. That it's just not all like slash, like a slasher movie. And I do like slashers, but it's just that it's body horror. And I agree with you. They haven't done that good with that type of genre since The Fly. I think that that movie totally embodies body horror.
Well, because they don't make them. They don't make them really.
They don't make them like that. No, they don't.
Human Centipede.
Well,
They make shit like that.
outer body horror, yeah.
Yeah.
But this movie blew me away. I really had no thoughts on it when I first saw it. I was like, oh, like this looks interesting. So I watched it and I'm like, whoa, like that's cool. And I know I'm not the only one who thinks this, because I know a lot of people are just raving about the movie.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I think this movie deserves to be not only the best like horror film of the year, but I feel like it has to be the best movie of the year. So that's why I have it at number one.
Understandably so.
So yeah, and again, I haven't seen every movie for 2024, so there could have been other movies that I could have put in front of that, but as of
Joker.
right now, this is where it's at.
I said Joker. Sorry.
I should
no.
phrase that. I didn't see Joker 2, so therefore I cannot put it over The Substance, but who knows? Maybe down the line, after I see it
You'll put it in your worst list.
and I hate it,
Yeah, right. Yeah. Hey, and then when you tell me that, I'm gonna be like, "You're just like the rest of them, Rob. You're awful. You get what you fucking deserve."
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah, that's been a
No, The Substance was also another surprise for me. It didn't quite make my top 5, but I liked it too. Dude, I was
it
impressed.
was a surprise.
I was impressed with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, it wasn't anybody's radar to came out.
I know. Like,
Everyone was
I
talking
never
about it.
saw any reviews. I didn't even see the trailer. I'm
Me
like,
neither.
what the hell is this? And
So people were talking about it on social media after it came out. Like, oh,
but
any more?
that's almost like the best way to check out a movie is when you don't hear anything about it. You don't have to be spoiled. You don't watch the trailer. You just see something. You're like, wait, what's this? And then you watch it and you're like, holy shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
We can't have that no more because
at least not for studio movies.
Yeah,
You can
but-
only really do that with independent stuff.
that's why I wish we didn't have social media.
Social
Media.
Yeah, no. But then again, without social media now, you wouldn't even hear about some of these independent horror movies either. There's no video stores. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah. So we kind of need social media, but responsibly.
Yeah.
That's even possible. But it's
There's
not.
a lot of dicks out there.
A lot of dicks and balls.
Big balls, hairy ones. So
All right. So yeah, cool. Number one, The Substance. I actually had a feeling that was gonna be a list, but I didn't think it was gonna be number one.
yeah,
You were telling me about it. You saw it before I did. I was like, okay.
yep.
Cool. So Thomas, you have the great privilege of being the last one to say number one.
My number one is pretty obvious. I was kind of flipping back and forth between
Is
Deadpool
it?
and Wolverine. Yeah, I was kind of figuring it might be, but I was kind of flipping between Deadpool, Wolverine, and this one. But I had to put this one because this man is greatly missed. And they did a terrific job covering this man.
Oh.
And it is my number one is Superman, the Christopher Reeve story documentary.
There you go.
Oh, the documentary. Yeah.
Yes. Another documentary. Thomas, he's a documentary guy.
Okay. Wasn't
He
that
does it.
last year? You had a documentary too, didn't you?
He had the
Last
Robert
year
Englund.
I had
Robert Englund.
3 years in a row now I've had a documentary.
He had that Robert Englund documentary last
Robert
year, and
Englund
the year before,
documentary and the Pennywise.
Okay.
the Pennywise one.
Yeah.
I mean, this was a really great retelling story of Christopher Reeve's life, how how he got the job as Superman. It would always cut between like him and his career, then it would flash back to the present day where he's doing the stem cells research therapy, and it will flash back again to when he was doing like a different project outside Superman, and they would interview. It talked about how he was on Broadway before he was Superman, and he got to work with he worked with Jeff Daniels on Broadway.
There's different movies. There's some good movies like Death Trap, Street Smart. Let's see what other one. Well, you didn't like Village of the Damned, but
No,
I didn't. No, I didn't like this.
I do.
But he was good.
I've always loved it.
He was good in it though.
Street Smart is him and Morgan Freeman. That's a good one.
They also get into when he did Rear Window when he came back after his accident.
Yeah.
They interview a lot of people that work with him. They interview Whoopi Goldberg. They interview Susan Sarandon. They interview Jeff Daniels. They even get some archival interviews with Richard Donner.
They talked about how
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams, him and him were very good friends, very close
Very
friends.
good friends, yeah.
Yeah.
Transformers fan, you mean you don't like Superman 4? He wanted to get rid of all the nukes.
Nuclear Man. Classic villain.
But yeah, Superman. Yeah, they like I said, they interview, and it was kind of interesting to see who they considered for the role of Superman. I think they were considering Neil Diamond.
Neil Diamond.
Yeah, the three names that they mentioned.
Oh man, Neil
Three
Diamond.
names they mentioned in the documentary that they were considering for the role of Superman. They thought about Robert Redford, Neil Diamond, or Bruce Jenner.
Neil Diamond. Can you imagine Neil Diamond playing Superman?
Well, the fact that Neil Diamond
Robert,
play himself that great and save
gee,
himself.
Robert
That's
Redford.
true.
Robert Redford,
Not Robert Redford. I
Bruce Jenner, hell no.
no hell
Bruce. Okay.
Neil Diamond, fuck no. And I know there was other people they considered too, but it's not covered in the documentary. But they were like the three.
Well, they didn't go. They didn't cover that that much. Like, just more like Christopher Reeve's point of view of Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the what I also loved too, it had like archival interviews with his late wife Dana,
Yeah.
and what happened to her at the very end of her life.
Yeah, it's so sad.
Very
Yeah.
sad. 'Cause I think she died of lung cancer, but she was never a smoker.
Like, not even. It wasn't even like a year after Christopher Reeve died.
Yeah, because Chris Reeve died in like 2004.
Before, yeah.
And
Yeah, I
then
love
she-
Man of
and then
Steel.
she- And then she died in what, 06, 05?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was
I
so.
like
soon.
Man of Steel too. The new Superman. Yeah, we'll see how that does. Yeah.
But it was such a really well done documentary. It was sad. It tugged at your heartstrings. It was sad, but it was also very informative about. And it was interesting how they structured it. Like it would go to. It started with Christopher Reeve, in the present day when after his accident, then would flash back to the 70s when he was, becoming an actor and doing Broadway. And
I remember when he had the accident.
I was too young to know.
I don't remember when it happened, but it was one of those things where, like, yeah, I knew it was Superman, and then like
I remember it,
saw him on TV.
I also love
the
I saw him
first
TV.
video. There was
One
the
of the-
first video in the hospital.
Yes.
one of the lines I always remember from this documentary is Jeff Daniels when in a Broadway play where him and Christopher Reeve had a kiss on the lips with each other, and it was after he did the first Superman. He was back on Broadway again, and people were in the crowd were saying, "Say it ain't so, Superman."
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was I got a chuckle out of that just because of the way Jeff Daniels delivered that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was pretty damn funny. And you can tell him and Jeff Daniels were really close, but especially, him and Robin Williams together.
Robin Williams, yeah, he always talks about him.
And it's just a shame, how Robin Williams just seemed like just a true class guy. Same with Chris Reeve, and now the fact that both of them are gone,
Yeah.
it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks that two talented individuals like Chris Reeve and Robin Williams have left this world way too soon. And you just see all these other people that just left this world too soon, whether it be John Candy, or it could be,
It's like Christopher Reeves. It's like if he wouldn't have got on that horse, it's
imagine what he would have done. I mean, I could have seen him probably in maybe.
I would, yeah. I mean, yeah. That I thought about that while I was watching that documentary. I was like, oh, it would have been cool. He would have kept acting, obviously, because he loved it. But I don't know what role he would have played in current movies if he was still alive, or like at least in like the 2000s.
I'm gonna say maybe in the 2000s he probably have like.
He would have been still acting, I think.
Especially, could you imagine him doing like? Could you imagine him being in the Smallville TV show?
He wasn't in Smallville too.
But I'm saying like without a wheelchair though.
I know, but like that's how
Probably
much they loved him. They asked him to cameo.
And you figure maybe
It was such a big deal.
Hell, maybe he could have been like in some of those like Harrison Ford roles. Remember, maybe could you imagine him in things like What Lies Beneath, or could you imagine him?
Christopher Reeve is the bad guy. That would have been interesting.
Yeah, like imagine him being a psycho like Harrison Ford in What Lies Beneath. That'd be really.
He'd be scary because he's a kind of a big guy.
Oh yeah, he was a big.
Yeah, that'd be kind of interesting to see Chris Reeve play a villain.
Now you mentioned that, like a bad guy. Like imagine if he was the bad guy in Disturbia.
Oh, if he was the David Morse character.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Like
Chris
Reeve or Shia LaBeouf. That'd be
Fuck him up, Chris.
Do it.
Yeah.
But
he'd be like, I saw you looking at me. He's using his X-ray.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Bizarro Superman.
Yeah.
This documentary is fantastic, and I highly recommend that you go check it out.
It's really emotional.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
All those documentaries about someone they're all like, they're all emotional, like in a ways.
But
this one,
it's well worth your time. It's a great documentary.
Yeah.
That was my number one.
All right, cool.
Well, I think we all had pretty solid number ones.
Yeah.
We did.
Especially me.
Jeez.
All right. So quick recap before we go on honorable mentions. My number 5 was Wicked, 4 Doom Part 2, 3 Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, 2 Abigail, and 1 Joker Bullet.
Rob?
Number 5, Maxine. Number 4, Sonic 3. Number 3, Abigail. Number 2, Deadpool Wolverine. And number 1, The Substance.
My top 5. Number 5 was Abigail. Number 4 was Beverly Hills Cop 4. Number 3 was The Substance. Number 2 was Deadpool Wolverine. And number 1 was Superman, the Christopher Reeve story.
So the only movie we all have in our top 3 was Abigail.
Yeah.
Kind of remind me when we all had Malignant. in our top 5 in that year. Yeah, because we usually don't have the horror movie in all our top 5. It's very rare. Yeah, but
especially number 1.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Honorable mentions. I try to go quick on this one.
Oh yeah, I'll go quick with mine too.
Furiosa wasn't as good as Mad Max Fury Road, but I thought it was good still. This is one Thomas already mentioned. Beverly Hills Cop 4, really enjoyable. Yes. I'll throw this one in. I'll throw this one in because I did enjoy this one, even though I didn't think it was great. Deadpool Wolverine was enjoyable enough.
Awesome.
The Substance.
Very
you guys mentioned it.
Mm-hmm.
It was really good. No one mentioned this one. Or maybe you will in honorable mentions. Late Night with the Devil. I thought it was.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty good. You know what? It feel like, it felt like a VHS story. You know, one of those VHS segments.
Shot that way.
Yeah, they're shot that way, but it's a full film.
Yeah,
I thought it was really cool. It's really disturbing too. I'll say it's one of the better exorcism movies we had in a long time. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Or Possessed.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. If Imaginary Friend, not imaginary, Imaginary Friend, with the John Krasinski film. I thought it was actually surprisingly heartwarming. Like it's weird that a lot of people didn't like it. Like a lot of people hated it. I was like, okay, it was good, good family movie. And like I didn't think I was gonna be into it because I wasn't one of those kids that had imaginary friends. So I was like, I don't know if it's gonna work for me. No, it worked. Because Krasinski is a great director. All right. Let's see. Oh, I mentioned VHS. The new VHS film, VHS Beyond.
I
thought it
haven't
was-
seen that yet. I want to see it.
I thought it was better than the last one that came out before that.
Last one was pretty weak.
Yeah, it was a lot better than that one. Let's see. Nosferatu, I'll throw that in there because it was a good movie. I just wasn't a big fan of Bill Skarsgård's performance. I thought it was kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
Didn't like the look, didn't like the voice. So, but the movie was good though. So,
Yeah.
good props there.
Ooh.
Twisters, I know Rob didn't like it.
Oh,
But-
well,
Yeah, well, yeah.
fuck that movie.
I liked it better, dude. I liked it better than the original. I don't care. Whatever.
Really?
Yes,
Oh my god,
Yes.
dude! What are you smoking?
smoking truth serum.
You're smoking Folio Dual?
This one I liked because I'm usually not a big fan of this actor's movies. But The Beekeeper with Jason Statham, actually that was pretty good.
Yes,
Um,
very good movie.
This one that I think Transformers fan mentioned earlier, The Monkey Man with Dave Patel. That
Oh,
was
yeah,
that was
yeah.
that was a surprise. I thought.
Who farted? Who
Thomas.
farted? I like that other one. Oh,
Let's see. Maxine, I liked a lot, but if that ending was better, I think it would have been in my top 5. Because I did like the setting, I did like the tone.
yeah.
Thomas, fuck off, dude.
Fucking farting.
We don't have fireworks. We got farts.
Yeah, exactly.
Alex just tells me to fuck off when I'm farting.
Oh, yeah. It's so bad I can smell it through the computer. Yeah, Maxine. It's weakest of the trilogy, but it was still good.
No, it's a trilogy.
Yeah. This one no one's mentioned. This was also a Netflix movie. Rebel Ridge. I thought it was pretty good.
What?
Yeah,
What
I
is
haven't
it?
seen that one.
Rebel Ridge.
Rebel. Oh,
Yes, about the corrupt cops in a
yeah.
small town. It was pretty good. I thought I liked it. It's starring the new Green Lantern, Aaron Pierre. He's the guy that was in Old, the rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh god, that guy.
Yeah, no, he's good in this one. In this Rebel Ridge, he's good. So it wasn't him. It was M Night's fault that made him be bad and old.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Oh yeah. Juror number 2, the new Clint Eastwood movie. It's yeah. I thought it was good. Not great, but it was pretty
Wait.
good.
Wait, you saw Peter Pan? I've been hearing really good things about it.
I have not seen that. No.
Neverland Nightmare. Yeah, I like Blood and Honey too. Thought it was good.
Yeah, Juror number 2, new Clint Eastwood movie with Nicholas Hoult, pretty good. Smile 2. I
Still
thought
have
it was.
not seen it.
I thought it was good. I liked it better than the first one. First one's fine,
I really liked the first.
but I thought the second. I was a little more into the second one.
I can't fucking get it because no one has the Blu-ray. And I'm
Yeah,
buying the
Walmart.
4K. Yeah.
Walmart. Speaking of sequels that are better than the first one, I liked Terrifier 3. I was surprised I actually liked it. Because I've said it so many times. I hated that first movie. I still think it's a piece of shit movie. Second one was overrated. I didn't think it was. This one, you know what? I think it's because.
They do something a little bit different with art.
Here's the thing. I think it's because I knew the most about it coming in, so maybe that's why I wasn't that, I guess, grossed out by it. Even though it still has its gross out moments.
It's yeah, but not really.
But
It's
I knew all the big moments. Everyone told me about them, so I was like, I was prepared.
Part 2 still has the grossest scene,
Probably.
the
Yes.
bed scene.
Yes, but I liked the Christmas setting. I gave a cool vibe.
Yeah,
And so I will say, the opening actually felt like it had suspense going for it, more than compared to the first two. At least that. Yes, the opening in the house. Here's the thing: a lot of people freaked out so much about the mall scene.
Why?
because it's kids.
Okay.
And I thought, oh, he's gonna like hack them into pieces. No, it was like, okay, it's still fucked up. I was like, oh, people. I think people over exaggerated
Yeah.
over that. Yeah, and even though I hated the first Terrifier movie, I always said the actor who plays Art the Clown is good in these movies. Why? What's so funny?
Kenny wrote the fog is in Thomas's butt.
Oh, okay, that is true. Kenny speaking facts in the chat.
Oh man.
Yeah, but like I said, like even though I hated that first movie, I always said the actor who played Art the Clown is good in these movies, despite the quality of the films themselves. And honestly, dude, I'm liking him more and more than the character. Yeah, I mean,
he,
I think he's getting funnier as the movies go on.
he gets funny, I guess, through his motions. But
Yes.
I just wish he talked because
No, I like the fact that he doesn't talk though.
yeah, but I just think they could do so much with him. Like,
Oh, to quote Saving Silverman, dude, mimes don't talk.
I'm a mime. I'm a mime.
That's what because the actor was a mime professionally for years before he ever did Terrifier, and that's why I think that's why he's so good
That's a
at
good.
it.
That's a good point.
Where's the
Mimic.
bathroom? I gotta go take a dump.
Seriously,
He says mimic where those two kids were eaten by those insects. Alien.
right?
Was
Oh,
it-
kids!
yeah.
So many kids have died in horror movies in the past. So
That's
I don't
true.
know. So I
That's
don't know
true.
why the people made a big deal of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, so
Yeah.
I mean, I pictured the scene itself to be more horrific than it actually was. To be honest,
Yeah.
it was horrific, but like, yeah, I agree. Mimic was great, Kenny. Okay, and then lastly, I'll mention 3 documentaries. One Thomas already mentioned, the Superman Chris Reeve documentary. That was really good. The Jim Henson documentary.
Oh yeah.
That was really good. Okay, so the Chris Reeve documentary is on Max. The Jim Henson one is Disney Plus, and then this last one, the Trey Parker Matt Stone buying the Casa Bonito restaurant. That's on Peacock. That's a good documentary as well.
Mhm.
So that was my honorable mentions. How about you guys? Didn't make the list.
I'll just go through them real quick. The Beekeeper I thought was good. Ghostbusters I thought was okay. Immaculate I actually kind of liked.
I didn't see that one.
First Omen was good.
I didn't see that one. Yeah.
Kingdom of Planet of the Apes pretty good. You know, that didn't make my list. That didn't make my top 5. Quiet Place Day 1 I liked. Alien Ramos of course.
Of course. Why? Of course.
Beetlejuice 2. No one mentioned that for anything.
Because I thought the movie was just all right.
I mean, it's an honorable mention.
I still haven't bought it or rewatched it, to be honest.
Speak No Evil.
Yeah, that was a decent one. I forgot about that one.
That was decent.
Yeah, it was.
Subservience I liked, and Terrifier 3. I liked it. It's I still think the series is overrated, but
I agree. The series is overrated.
I just feel
For me, they're getting better,
it's all about
actually.
it's all about the kills. So I mean that's fine.
For me, they're actually getting better.
That's it. That's all I have.
Okay. Thomas?
So I'll go through these really quickly. The Beekeeper, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, If, Maxine, Speak No Evil, Nosferatu, Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I'm also going to throw in Terrifier 3 as well. I did enjoy that one quite a bit. And one that I'm going to put in here for honorable mentions that no one has mentioned yet is Sting, the Spider movie.
Oh
I
yeah,
haven't even heard about that.
I know what you talk about. Yeah,
Probably the best Spider film I've probably seen since Arachnophobia.
Really?
yeah. That's
Better-
that didn't go to theaters, did it?
Maybe select certain, maybe.
Is it better than Ice Spiders?
But those are
That
my
yes?
mentions.
Is that a yes?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot better than a lot of Spider films that came out these days.
Okay. Better than La Valentula?
Anything is better than that shit.
With Steve Gutenberg? Remember that movie? Yeah. It wanted to be the next Sharknado, but that didn't work out, did it? All right. So yeah, that was our favorite movies of 2024.
Yeah.
So now, stuff we're looking forward to this year, 2025. And that's your turn, Thomas, to go first on this one. So top 5 anticipated movies of
I was
2025.
gonna say, we're not going to really explain these too well because we haven't seen
No,
them.
because a lot of these don't have trailers.
Yeah, just
posters,
kind of
nothing.
name them and
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, so number 5 for me, the only reason why I'm curious about this one is because it's going to be directed by Edgar Wright, and that is The Running Man.
It's a remake.
Yeah. But yeah,
Okay.
I'm only curious about this because it is directed by Edgar Wright, who I'm a fan of.
Yeah.
Because I really like, the Shaun of the Dead trilogy. I love The World's End. I love Hot Fuzz. I love Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I thought that was a creative, fun film as well. So I do like Edgar Wright as a director.
Did you like Baby Driver?
Baby Driver was good.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm curious about it just because it is Edgar Wright directing the film, and I do like Edgar Wright's direction. So that's why The Running Man is my number 5.
Okay. Rob, go ahead. What's your number 5? Most anticipated?
My number 5 is Black Phone 2.
Awesome.
See, I'm curious about that, but I don't know.
I loved the first Black Phone, so I'm really curious to see how this will turn out.
When is the white phone coming out?
I don't know, but the red phone might be next week.
The Yellow Pages might be next.
Yellow Pages. But
The Yellow Phone.
he died.
Yep.
He's in
The
it.
first-
Though.
He's in it.
How? Is he a ghost?
Maybe it's part of the phone.
That's the only thing that makes sense.
Maybe
Or
it
if it's
might be or it could be a prequel.
or it's a prequel.
Could be, yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. Okay, cool. All right, my number 5 is a horror movie too. Because this is gonna be. I'm guessing this is gonna be Tony Todd's last movie.
Oh
That's
yeah, the new Final Destination.
Final Destination.
Bloodlines?
Bloodlines, yes.
Yeah.
Because I am a fan of the series, and it's been a while since we had one, and it's gonna be cool to see how different can they do this now that there's, technology has improved, special effects have improved for the most
Yeah.
part. So we'll see what they do, and how the story is gonna tie up to Tony Todd's character.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be in it, and I heard he's in it more than he was in the other one. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We shall see.
So yeah, on to number 4, Thomas.
My number 4 is the new Rami Malek film, The Amateur,
Okay.
which is where
I haven't heard anything about it.
The Amateur. That's the one where his wife is murdered by these people, and he's gonna go after him and get revenge. And Lawrence Fishburne's the
Oh, it's
guy
a
who's
revenge.
helping them out.
The revenge movie.
Yeah, it's a
Okay,
basically it's a tracking down people that murdered his wife. Sort of like
Peppermint.
sort of like The Foreigner, sort of like type of plot, things like that. So, and it has Rami Malek as the lead.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to seeing how that's going to turn out because I like Rami Malek. So that's my number 4, The Amateur.
Okay. Rob, you number 4.
My number 4 is the new I Know What You Did Last Summer.
We mentioned that earlier when we were talking about Brandy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really curious on how they're going to do it. And yeah, I can't wait to see
I'm curious about that too.
see what they're going to do. So yeah, that's really one of my favorites to look forward to.
From what I know, it seems they're gonna it's gonna take the Scream 5 route where they're gonna have new characters and they're gonna be the main characters and the old characters are gonna be supporting. It
That's
seems
fine.
to be that. Yeah, it seems to be that way. I know a lot of people are against that. Whatever. I think it can still work. And
Yeah, I heard bad things about the Wolfman too.
yeah.
I have to, yeah.
And Freddie Prinze Jr. already confirmed this is not Ben Willis back from the dead, it's the new killer.
Mm.
So we'll see.
Maybe it's someone related to him.
So I'm guessing the new characters do something, they cover up something, and then the new killer's connected to them, and the old characters are just trying to help out.
Maybe the new killer's connected to Ben Willis
Again,
somehow.
Will Benson.
But you know how he had family members.
I know, but they're all dead now.
All of them?
Yeah,
Well, we don't know.
his daughter died, and that's the reason why he became a killer. His son is dead.
Yeah.
He's dead. The wife is dead.
Yeah, but we didn't know.
A twin.
He's
Twin.
got to have more family members.
They're all dead. No, but you know what though? I'd rather not be a family member of Bruce. I was supposed to say Bruce Willis, Ben Willis. I don't know. We'll see. I really don't know. They haven't. They just say it won't be Ben Willis back from the dead.
Yeah.
Plus he'll be too old. Like this fucking old guy, idiot old guy.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting him to be back.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they have the same outfit though,
Yeah.
because they take place in the same town as the first one.
I just shit myself.
I just shit myself.
So okay, my number 4 is Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning.
Nice.
Okay.
Trailer looks really good, and hopefully it is the final one. At least I think it's
Can't
gonna.
go wrong with those movies.
I think it's gonna be the final one for Tom Cruise. To be honest, it seems that way. Like he's done after this.
Yeah.
So he's getting up there in age, and he can only do this for so long. So yeah, we'll see how that turns out.
Awesome.
All right, on to number 3. Thomas.
My number 3 is Michael.
Myers.
Michael Myers.
Eh.
The Michael Jackson biopic.
Oh,
right, yeah,
I forgot
yes.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah, where I think his nephew is going to be playing him.
Yes.
And it's going to have Miles Teller in it as well.
Who's he playing?
Miles Teller is
Is
playing.
he playing his agent or
I
something?
believe he is. Yeah,
Okay.
and it's
Or
also
his manager or whatever.
I'm looking it up real quick.
Fucking Miles Teller.
Yeah, Miles Teller is going to be John Branca. And it's also
yeah, that's his manager, right? That sounds familiar.
it's also going to have Nia Long in there, and it's also going to have Laura Harrier from Spider-Man: Homecoming in there too.
Who's she playing?
She was who was she in Spider-Man: Homecoming? You mean
No. I know who she was. Who's she playing in the Michael?
Suzanne DePassy?
Okay.
Yeah, so,
Who's playing Janet Jackson?
Janet Jackson.
Jeez.
I got to know. I'll look it up. That's okay. I'll look it up later. That's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't say, and it's going to be directed by Antoine Fuqua.
Yeah, good director.
Yeah, so that's my number 3, Michael.
Well, Kenny, the Weird Al biopic was a parody of biopic, so it's not gonna be like that. Okay.
So
All right, that's your number 3.
I've been a big fan of the biopics lately, like Elvis and things like that. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with Michael Jackson.
Okay. I really, for me, when it comes to biopic, it really just depends if I like the artist's music, the music biopics. That's why I'm not really interested in that Bob Dylan one. Like, I could care less about Bob Dylan.
Yeah, it's
Okay. Anyway, okay. On to number 3. My number 3 is my most anticipated horror movie of the year. That's 28 years later.
28 years later. Yep.
I love that first movie, 28 Days Later.
28 days
Love
later
it.
is awesome.
It's 28 weeks later. I guess I need to rewatch it, but I remember not liking it that much.
It's okay.
But yeah, but the trailer for this one will look really good, and
Yeah.
so we'll see how it goes. Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
Rob?
My number 3 is The Monkey, which is the new Stephen King adaptation.
Yeah, directed by Osgood Perkins.
Yeah, Elijah Wood is in it.
But
Um,
Os Perkins did Long Legs, and I didn't like Long Legs.
Yeah, he did Long Legs. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even see the trailer to The Monkey. So what's it about? A monkey?
I thought it was this Monkey Shines remake, but it's not.
it's a horror comedy.
Uh,
Deals with the monkey with the symbols and
Yeah.
like that sort of like monkey.
The monkey coin the attic, a series of deaths start,
Yeah.
stuff
Is
like
it-
that. But
is
it's
it-
Stephen King, though.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for it when I saw Nosferatu. It was the Red Band trailer, actually.
Is it Mojo Jojo? Yeah,
Roger Jackson style.
yeah, he does the voice of Mojo Jojo. You didn't know that. Okay, cool. Monkey.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
number 2.
Oh, we're done with number 3.
I would say,
Yeah.
I already said mine. I already
you
said
and
my number
Thomas
3.
did, and I just did mine.
yeah, I did my number 3 first, and then you did yours. and
Yeah,
then
yours
Bob.
was Michael. Yeah, right. Okay, number 2. There's no trailer for this movie, so I'm just going off by who's making it. The new Trey Parker Matt Stone movie. They're making a movie. It's coming out in July.
Yeah.
The only thing I know about it, the only thing anybody knows about it, the premise is kind of funny. It's about a black guy who works at a Civil War reenactment as a slave, and he finds out his white girlfriend, her ancestors owned his ancestors in the past. And someone like Trey Parker Matt Stone will make that premise hilarious.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
we'll see how that is. Yeah, they haven't made a movie since Team America.
I know.
It's crazy. So, I'm on for that. We're due for offensive comedies to come back. All right. Yeah, that's my number 2. It doesn't even have a title. It just says the untitled Trey Parker Matt Stone movie. All right. Rob, you're number 2.
My number 2 is 28 years later. Sorry, 28 years later.
Cool, yeah. That trailer looked good, right?
It looked good, but I'm just, I don't know. I'm just a little skeptical about. I just hope Cillian Murphy has a decent part.
I mean, we might like the new characters.
Yeah, I'm all for new characters. There's got to be new characters, but
And also, this is the start of a trilogy. They're saying that they're
Yeah.
making, so we'll see.
yeah, I mean, it looked interesting. I just,
Danny Boyle's coming back to direct it, so
I'm a
Yeah.
huge fan of the first 2, so
yeah. Okay, we'll see how it goes. All right, Thomas, you number 2.
My number 2 is I've seen the teaser for this, and I'm really pumped to see what they're going to do with this.
I know it is.
Hopefully, I know what. Hopefully, the premise is what I think it is, but it's Sinners.
Oh, never
yes,
mind.
it's Michael B. Jordan, right?
Yeah, the new Ryan Coogler film. Hopefully, it's where Michael Jordan plays 2 roles, plays twin brothers.
Yeah,
They come back and they find out their town is being overrun by this sort of evil
Like
thing.
vampires.
I think it's good. I hope it's vampires.
That's the rumored plots, right?
I hope it's vampires because that'd be
Come on.
freaking cool. As
that would be cool.
And the teaser looks so fucking badass.
Yeah,
And I'm really looking forward to seeing what
It did look
Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler do with.
Oh,
that.
he's always in this movie. Huh? He's like the go-to guy.
But Sinners, hell yeah, I'm really really pumped for it. So that's my number 2.
Okay.
All right, what's number 1 for everybody?
All right. My number 1. I don't know. This might be everybody's number 1. I'm not sure.
1, 2,
Hold on.
3.
James Gunn Superman.
Superman.
nope, not mine.
I had it.
Wow.
Yeah.
You haven't met me and Alex is number 1. James Gunn Superman.
Yep. That teaser trailer was really fucking good, man.
Yeah.
I'm
it
not saying
was.
I'm not looking forward to it. I am. I mean, I'm curious.
Yeah.
So-
Because I made a post about this on Facebook. Other than the little extra bits of the other heroes, do you take that out of the teaser? I think it's a perfect 10 out of 10 teaser. I'm serious.
Yeah.
I'm worried that the movie's going to be too convoluted though with characters.
That's my only issue.
That's what I don't want.
That's my only thing. Yeah. But like the Superman stuff, the Lois Lane stuff, the Daily Planet stuff,
Yes, that's all
The-
fine.
the farm with Clark Kent, like you only see a snippet of that, and I already felt emotional watching that.
She looks like a young Margot Kidder. She looks
Yeah.
just like her.
Yeah. She's
And
gonna have the feisty attitude, just like her. I think.
when they're kissing and like the love story looks great. I think Crypto's fine. But I
Love
just
Crypto.
hope this like this. We're supposed to know that he's been Superman for a while. There's
Yeah,
going to be other heroes.
So it's not an origin story.
I just hope.
Again.
I just hope that these other heroes don't take away from.
You hope?
Yeah.
Hope.
The symbol means shit. Uh,
And what's the other thing? Shit. Oh, Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor looks great.
He does.
And I know he's always been a good actor, so I think he's gonna pull it off.
Thanks for being Transformers fan. Good luck on your second semester in college. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. Congrats.
Thanks
Scene
for
school
watching
kid.
Over the years, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Thanks. Thank you for supporting us this whole time.
We'll still be around. We each got our channels. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. All right.
Now, what about you, Rob? What's your number one?
Okay, go ahead.
Oh yeah, but go ahead, Alex.
Oh,
No, okay, because there was another thing. It was the tip of my tongue. I fucking forgot. Yeah, the other image and a moment in the teaser that got me emotional was that little kid with the. It looks like it's in the Middle East. He's raising up the Superman flag. He's calling for Superman. Like, dude, like that's just like a little snippet of the teaser, and that got me emotional.
Yeah.
You know. And I'm saying all this without comparing it to other Superman movies. So I know a lot of people are fucking bringing it up, Man of Steel, but I didn't bring up Man of Steel when I talked about it. Other people are bringing it up. I don't know why. There's no point in comparing it right now, especially since we haven't seen this movie yet. So we're just going out by teaser. Nothing
Right.
to really compare right now. But after the movie comes out, then you can do the damn comparisons. Okay, so all right, that's my number one, and Thomas' number one. Superman.
Now, what about you, Rob? What's your number?
my
one?
number one is I think this movie just looks really cool and interesting, and that is The Gorge with Miles Teller. Not sure if you guys heard of
Miles Teller again?
it.
No, I haven't heard of it.
It's got Anya Taylor-Joy, and it's directed by Scott Derrickson. It's about if you watch the trailer, you got these two snipers. There's this huge gorge, right? This huge like place. One end, there's snipers that their duties are to stay there and protect anything going in or out of the gorge. But this is the rumor: is that when you read the synopsis of it, is that there's some kind of creature or some kind of thing in that gorge. They cannot let that thing get out, and they have to use every means necessary to keep that thing there or anything from getting in. And then there's kind of like a love story that happens as well, and they're sitting there like doing their job, and all this stuff is happening. I just think it sounds interesting. Like there's a mysterious I don't know, just mysterious thing about it.
It comes out next month.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even see the trailer to nothing. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know if you guys have
No, I haven't even heard of it. Scott
heard of it or
Derrickson.
not.
Yeah, sorry, Scott Derrickson. He directed the Black Phone, and Black Phone 2. I think he's directing the Black Phone 2.
This, I mean, it just sounds so different. I mean, it just sounds crazy to me, like it's different.
Well, it sounds interesting.
It says there's like secrets that lie between these two characters who are highly trained at their post in the guard towers on opposite ends of the gorge, protecting the world from a mysterious evil that lurks within. They work together to keep the secret in the gorge. So,
Okay, I'll check it out.
It just Sigourney Weaver's in it too. You know what I'm wondering?
Yeah.
Look, this is a long shot. Remember the movie Cabin in the Woods?
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember at the end, where that thing is located, right?
Yes.
Remember at the end, Sigourney Weaver, who has to keep these creatures or mysterious things at bay by doing stuff. Doesn't this kind of sound like that? And Sigourney Weaver's in this movie.
Yeah.
In a way, yeah.
I'm almost wondering if this has any tie-in to Cabin in the Woods.
I think it's a prequel.
I don't know.
Because you
I
can only
don't
make a
know.
prequel to that.
If it's a prequel, it would make sense that this gorge is open and not closed like it was in Cabin in the Woods, like that whatever was keeping them down there.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just sounds interesting to me, but
Okay. It's funny that wow, I didn't even know Scott Derrickson had 2 movies coming out this year. He's got The Gorge and Black Phone 2. Dude's busy. So
Yeah.
good for him, I guess. I mean, yeah, cool. I didn't expect you to have that movie, at least because I didn't even hear about it.
yep.
I had a feeling you were gonna have 28 years later in your list. I thought that was actually gonna be number 1 in your list before you said it.
It's close.
All right, cool. All right, so yeah, so quick recap. My number 5, Final Destination: Bloodlines. Number 4, Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning. Number 3, 28 Years Later. Number 2, the Trey Parker Manstone movie. And number 1, Superman.
Nice.
You
My
guys,
num-
you go ahead. You want
I
to
say
recap?
my number 5 was shit. What was it again? Fuck.
What's your list?
Got it right here. Yeah, my number 5 was The Running Man. Number 4, The Amateur. Number 3, Michael. 2, Sinners. Number 1, James Gunn's Superman.
Cool.
My number 5, Black Phone 2. Number 4, I Know What You Did Last Summer. Number 3 was The Monkey with the Stephen King adaptation. Number 2 was 28 Years Later. Number 1 was The Gorge.
Awesome.
All right, so honorable mentions, really quickly. Other
Yep.
movies that I'm looking forward to or at least curious about. Wolfman, even though it's getting a lot of bad reviews, but it seemed interesting enough. But just like I probably won't watch it till it comes out to streaming or whatever. I don't know if you guys seen the trailer to this. Heart Eyes. Oh, yeah,
Heart
yeah.
Eyes,
I shared it to you. I think I shared it, both of you guys. It looks interesting. It's cool. A new Valentine's Day theme slasher. I'm all for it. We're due for a new one. That's not a remake to My Bloody Valentine. See, I know what you did last summer. Curious about that.
Yep.
See how that goes. Sinners, you were mentioning that. Looks interesting. No one's mentioned this. The Bride, the new Maggie Gyllenhaal movie.
Oh, yeah.
It has a pretty good cast in it, so we'll see how that turns out. This is the only Marvel movie I'm gonna mention because I'm curious about it. Fantastic Four, yes, first steps.
Yep.
So we'll see how that goes. I mean, I'm not high for it or anything because I haven't seen it. Last one was really bad.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it goes. Let's see. Wicked 2 because I like the first one already.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward because I like these movies. Avatar, Fire and Ash. I'm curious to see how that goes. Don't bet against James Cameron. You guys never learn. Let's see. Oh, I don't know if this is gonna be good, but I'm curious about it. The new Naked Gun movie with Liam Neeson.
Oh, yeah.
I'm curious to see how that is because people don't know Liam Neeson. He's actually underrated comic actor. He actually is funny.
Yeah.
He can be funny. Just people haven't seen that much of it. So yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it for honorable stuff.
So my honorable mentions I'll do.
Hey, go ahead.
Until Dawn, Black Phone 2, Companion, The Monkey, Novocaine, 28 Years Later, Fantastic Four, I Know What You Did Last Summer, and Captain America: Brave New World.
Are you actually looking forward to that?
Yeah, I'm curious to see what Anthony Mackie will do in the role.
I don't know if he can lead though.
Curious though.
He's not a very charismatic actor.
I'm kind of curious though.
I mean, I like him in the Falcon role and stuff, and I don't have nothing
Yeah,
against him
yeah.
playing Captain America, but it's like those trailers have not been that good. And
I'm
all those
curious.
reports about it having bad test screenings and extensive reshoots is not a good sign.
Yeah.
So I mean, it could be another Aquaman 2 because that movie had extensive reshoots. And you could
Or-
tell it's been chopped up and all that. So I don't know. Yeah, we'll wait till Rob comes back so if he has any.
Hang on.
All right, no, go ahead. It's fine.
I kind of need to go. Are we almost done? I kind of need to go.
Oh yeah, we're almost done. Just
Okay.
mention
Yes,
other
I
movies that didn't make the list.
I got work in the morning, so
Okay.
That's fine. Just I already said all the other movies that I'm looking forward
Yeah,
to.
I said
I'm
my
curious
stuff
about.
already.
I'll say mine really quick. Fantastic Four, Mortal Kombat 2,
I forgot about that.
Conjuring Last Rites, the Jurassic World Rebirth, Megan 2.0, Final Destination, of course, Sinners, Hard
Yeah.
Eyes, I guess,
Me too.
Karate Kid Legends. Yeah, that's about it.
What about Superman?
I said that already.
Okay, I must have missed it.
When you guys mentioned it, I said, "Oh, I'm looking for."
Right. All right. So yeah, we'll see how those movies turn out. We'll make reviews and stuff like that. I'm gonna make more reviews now. From now on, you'll look forward to that. All right. So yeah. Guys, this is final goodbye for now.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'll say this. It was a fun 6 years doing this show.
It was.
Yes,
It was
some
a
of the
great
best
6
times.
years.
Yes.
They'll start crying now.
We had so many laughs.
So, yeah, a lot of laughs. A lot of a lot of good
are-
points, good back and forth, good debates
We
or
are,
agreements.
anybody
Yep.
that's chimed in and joined us in the chat, we are eternally grateful
Oh
Yes.
yes,
for you guys.
everybody who's been like Kenny and Transformers fan have been loyal fans from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even
So-
your boy Robert Humphrey has chimed in.
Oh yes,
And
he probably went to bed already.
Forga has chimed in. We are eternally grateful for you guys. Like I said, this has been a fun last 6 years
yeah,
doing
Yeah.
this.
It has.
and but this is not goodbye forever, guys. We'll probably still do streams together here and there throughout.
Yeah,
the
we'll probably
years.
do like random ones.
Hmm.
Probably just like get on here and BS and talk with each other and just
Mhm.
talk about whatever.
Hmm.
Maybe we all get together and watch and review Superman.
I would say maybe we'll all get together and probably watch random videos again like we did the one year,
Yeah, that was a fun one.
like the back rooms and
Yeah.
So many, yes.
Yeah.
just like react to stuff like that.
Strange Things about the Johnsons.
Yeah, yeah.
God.
That was the best reaction I got from YouTube. From anything. It's perfect. So yeah, so from Hooters to Spit Takes and Glory Holes
Falling out of chairs.
and fuck, I forgot her name. What's her name from fucking Thor?
Who?
Kat Dennings. Remember Kat Dennings?
Oh,
Kat
Kat
Dennings.
Dennings.
Oh, to Nick Castle directing.
Blue Titty Milk.
Yes, all those running gags. Yeah.
The fucking Hawk from Karate Kid.
Oh yeah, but that was only one stream though. Yeah. To us,
Barton and
us arguing till till we're blue in the face. It was a good time.
it was.
So yeah, I mean that's all I have to say.
That's all I got to say as well.
Yeah. It's just, thanks,
Oh, it's-
everybody.
Yeah.
And we'll still be around too. Like Rob will have his horror hangouts. Alex will be doing his movie news streams, and
Yeah.
we might collaborate on those and everything. But we're not going anywhere. It's just strictly just for now, just the end, just for now for this.
We're going to the Bahamas. No, just kidding. Yes, that's true, Kenny. Arguing to the cows going home.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Arguing. I would say our best argument for me was The Dark Knight Rises. That was my favorite one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was just me and Rob going back and forth.
I think my favorite one is you and Dan in Justice League.
Oh my god. him saying, "Hey Alex, you said this, and then you said this, and then you said this."
He's like, your opinion isn't fair.
Yeah, that was a fun one too.
Yeah, it was fun.
All right, so the curtain is gonna close on this one, guys.
All right,
So yeah, so
cool.
thank you everybody who watched us tonight and every night or every afternoon, every episode.
Yep.
Thank you. We lasted longer than I actually ever thought we were going to because of you guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
So see you guys around.
Hooters.
For all time's sake.